is out.
Like, legit, everybody is sick right now. Like, even Strahd is sick.
Brennan can't quite hear anything.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I should put Bra in the picture. Bye, Bra.
He's sleeping.
I'm gonna put it there. I have a good story. Okay, it stays there. Sam's Tom. He's a little late, so he'll be here. But he's told me he's gonna keep slamming the wall.
He's beating the wall. Yeah.
Which I had to roll for the wall's health, but he's about a quarter of the way through it. So
I mean,
we'll see what happens first.
So just exit the room and just stop taking damage and just wait for
a nice cup of tea. So, you guys, we had so much. Do you want to do announcements before or after the thing? I don't remember anymore.
It varies.
Announcements.
It varies.
Right now.
It's whatever.
We had 11 people come to D&D, and that is amazing.
It was brilliant. It was the same exact 2 groups of people we had like the last 2 months running.
But
And
they're
it's
starting
been
to
great.
bring people and friends and people that they care about.
And kids. Like, they brought kids.
Yeah.
It was
kid friendly, and I love it. Plus, they have really good root beer, even though nobody agrees with me. I really like it.
I like it.
Okay, so somebody told me once that it was like just like normal root beer, and I was like,
Do they
I like it.
But it's just nice to
They
have
make it
that.
themselves.
Okay, yeah.
It's like homebrewed root beer.
It's nice to have that option. Like, not everybody wants to drink.
Right,
So
so you can just get you can get a cup and just keep refilling it with root beer.
And it allows our teenage players to come play and they still
free refills of homemade root beer. It's like
Yeah. How can we go wrong? The next one, if you want to join us, is on the 23rd of February, which is in about a month, minus 4 days. Also, keep a lookout for April, where we're doing Bethlehem Undermountain Market.
Yep.
It's going to be baller.
It's going to be amazing. And all of our events are on the website.
Oh my god, check out our website, GaryBooster5.com, because all of that stuff's on there. And you don't have to listen to me you should listen to me every week, but you don't have to listen to me every week. Talk about the
If you need a reminder.
Yeah, when did Grace say D&D was? Well, it's the 23rd of February, but if you forget again, you can go to the website. GearGaming365.com.
Toward the top of the page, even.
Yeah. Also, I think, there's a lot, there's so much merchandise, but it's so varied that I think we just have, like, the general sample of what we have, but please come to our events. Come check out what Rachel's made, because it's so varied, so awesome.
I even have D&D prints now, guys.
Yeah. Post on
There's
Instagram,
a picture on the website.
Facebook, post it on the website. And then, I think, I might be putting this into her mouth, but I think anything you want she can make. In terms of print or fandom or a combination of fandoms. Yeah, it's worth asking for, okay? It's worth asking for. As we are so rudely interrupted, let's unveil our brand new intro. I'm so excited.
It's so great. You're going to love it.
Our camera guy, tech guy, Dan, who's behind the screen, he is our, what is the word for this?
Editor? Video editor.
Special effects.
He made
Special effects.
music for this. It's amazing.
Special effects.
Roll the tape. So we have Will, aka Coach Ricks, behind the magic there with all of the shots that he did, and then cameraman Dan with the music and the cool background and stuff like that. So you guys, that's a beautiful team effort, and I'm so proud of us. I think we owe Dan his weekly his weekly payment.
Shit, should I go to the gas station? I can go make that
I owe
happen.
him for a little bit. Actually, I was at the store earlier. I was like, I think we owe him, but I can't remember. So
I should make that happen.
all right, I think we're at 12 of our normal. I think we're so behind.
You
he got a big mudslide like a week and a half ago. So,
All right, we're doing great. We're not behind at all. Speaking of being behind a wall, that wasn't what I said, but it was a good segue.
Hey!
And currently, the party's on their first day, their third lesson, which is trying to break down a really crazy wall, which apparently I've been running wrong, but it's fine. We're just gonna go for it, guys. This is the series of episodes where I'm making shit up, and if I don't know how D&D works, that's okay. So we're trying to break down a wall.
That's what school's for.
That's what school's for. We're learning new things. Tomna, in the process of trying to break down the wall, decided to break down a different wall. Coach Rick's had to move his bag of holding. As you're, we're at the top of the initiative round, but as you're doing this, I'll get to Braun in a second. I'll tell you what happens to him. The boys are leafing through their books. They're so confused at what to do now. They haven't studied for this enough. You know, why not? Coraline, what do you want to do? You're staring at a green wall.
I thought she was blinded.
Damn, I'm not staring at anything.
No, you're right. You backed off blindly because you are blinded by the wall, which is very bright. But you did cure Soul and Bra. Luckily, you cured Bra right in time for him to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Various
Fuck that guy.
blindnesses.
God.
Yeah. I could be okay with like backtracking and giving you the healing that you gave him, so you're not blinded and Bra's useless.
I mean, I was gonna upcast, but I'll take that if.
I'll give that to you. So
All right.
Bra's not.
He'll
looking
sleep
so
it
hot,
off.
but-
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna sleep it off.
Like, I can't see anything. I'm just gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
Can't see anything because your eyes are closed.
Can't tell if he's blind or asleep.
I mean, I'm just gonna kind of go like cool kid, lean on the wall with like my foot against it. You know, I mean, I'm not a wizard.
Yeah.
This is not my thing.
Not yet.
I'm burning through spells and
Till illusion.
like my magic's waning, and yeah, illusion will be my thing. But I'm gonna hang out because
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to like die. But this is kind of shit for
Reasonable.
me.
Reasonable.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
If something comes to you, you'll jump right back
yeah,
in.
but it's yeah.
All right.
I'll be ready to cast a spell if I need to, like to heal somebody.
Yeah.
But that's yeah.
Okay. Mackenzie and Annie.
Just Mackenzie actually.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
Annie!
I'll put her with Tomna.
Too soon.
I know what happened a week ago. It's been so
I should have
long.
kept my mouth shut.
Too soon.
Let me cross her out on my thing.
Tamagotchi pet isn't doing so well.
Too much shaking.
Mackenzie is not happy with these ruins. So the ruins that light up on the wall, correct?
Yeah.
Runes.
Ruins.
Same thing.
Not runes.
like south of the left hand door, kind of like
Okay.
just leaning against the wall, cool kid.
Okay. Yeah. You're such a cool kid.
I'm going
Not really.
to
I'm gonna smush you so that way you're gonna look like you're leaning more.
fire a shot at the wall.
Great. There you're leaning.
With a
This is how we
17
took
plus
death this
modifiers.
Okay. Sure, that hits. I don't remember. I don't know.
10.
Your modifiers are probably enough.
It's a plus 10, so.
Great, oh, yeah.
27.
I don't need to do any math on that one.
10 magical piercing damage.
Sure.
Does it look like it faced?
You know, still making shit up. That's what I do here. No. So it's got this like gaseous thing, but it still bounces right off, which doesn't confuse anybody. Because magic.
Because magic. Can I roll an Arcana to see if I
Sure.
understand? Like, 21.
Yeah. It's hard to hurt poison. You need to be able to pass through it. Like, with something that makes a hole. Or maybe a gas mask you can find one somewhere in your bag of holding.
Alright, I have one more shot, and I'm going to point it up and one of the runes,
Great.
I'm gonna fire at it.
Right in the butt,
Maybe
sounds
not. Whatever one lit up and did the damage
Okay.
to like Annie.
Yeah, just out of anger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
I'm
easily
gonna fire
target
at that one. 24 to hit.
Great, do some damage on that one.
You abstract wall art.
Oh my
6
God.
magical.
Okay, great. 6 magical damage to the rune of your
Piercing
killed your
damage.
dog. And it wasn't just the rune, it was both the rune and the wall, to be fair. It's all coming back to me now.
Yes, but the rune did like the final damage.
Yes,
so,
it is the thing that officially killed.
yeah, so
Hurt for a little
The
bit.
rune retaliated.
Yeah.
it was like,
Wall
it's
stood
like the
there.
rune might be too damaged to work now.
Do another Arcana check. I'll give it to you for free, even though this is a lot of things around. It's okay.
13.
Yeah, it looks damaged.
Maybe I can prevent them. Start just taking out the runes.
Break them off the walls. We are at Seoul. You can see Coraline's so nice.
Sometimes.
Different wall.
But don't tell anybody.
Yeah, it's a green wall now. It was yellow before when it hurt you. I don't remember the order. Yeah, it was yellow before when you were blinded by it.
So the ice knife set down. Can I try a nature check to see what flavor of wall I'm dealing with on this one?
Why not?
I have not heard that it's poisonous yet, but I have a really bad idea once I figure it out.
Yeah, great. I'm ready for this. Hold your breath and run right through.
You know, you're not wrong. 18 total.
18. This feels like a poisonous wall.
Okay. I have a really cool belt buckle. It's from like Dwarven, Texas.
I think that's yeah,
So
I don't know enough about in Texas.
So I'm gonna grab onto it.
Okay. Well, this gives you poison resist or something, doesn't it?
It does give me poison resistance. I'm gonna hold my breath and try to run through this green wall.
You the poison.
Are you immune or just?
I'm granted resistance
Great.
with the Belt of Dwarven Find.
So resistance is different than immunity. So I've been informed thusly that apparently you can run through one layer at a time and might not die on the way through by the T-Rex who was trying to bust through the other wall. I'm gonna give you a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm okay at these. Famous last words.
Dangerousness.
I am better at these than what that showed.
Okay.
Well, maybe you're worse. Just slightly.
Marginally better,
Right.
actually.
Wait.
That's a 14.
I'll use my reaction on you.
Okay.
Add +5.
It's a 19
Great,
on my
that does
dexterity.
So okay, wait, and so you get
Half of half.
half of half, or is it half and then a pass because you? I don't know how this works. Okay, that's 5.
Roll your damage, he gets
Okay.
half, and then you
Right.
half that because of the resistance.
Great, I'll do that. I know sometimes on a successful thing you take none damage. These are so little. Damn.
Yay!
I'm not even the
I'll
Raging
say
Cajun
that.
yet.
Aww.
A mere 23 poison damage, halved down to 12, halved again down to 6. That's bullshit. And all of a sudden you're starting to feel very cold.
Chili! Chili!
The fuck is chili?
Cold!
Okay.
Chili's very warm sometimes.
of all the people that might know what chili is, you figure Soul would probably know.
Yeah, he would.
I'm trying to convey the right
I got
meaning
a pound
of-
for it. I mean, that might be a thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Tomna, really quick, let's roll your damage for this stupid wall. Which you are a quarter of the way through. I double checked my math.
13 to hit the wall.
13, sure, hits the wall. I don't know.
Making things up!
I'm making things up. This is the layer of me making shut up. Also, so many of my kids watch this and they pick on me for apparently swearing too much.
Tall
We're
words.
bad
This is where you yell at us for
Your students watch
I know.
this?
They
Sweet.
found me somehow. And they're like, oh yeah, you're like in charge because you always run the shows. And I'm like, I am not.
Okay, but there's so many worse things that
She
they
is
could have
in
found.
Don't listen to him. What?
She's in charge.
What was your wall damage?
22.
Great.
Bludgeoning.
Oh, bludgeoning.
If you're picking on Grace for swearing, I'd like to call out today's modern youth. I've heard how you talk.
Yeah, you guys, you're like the same. One of my non-students was asking what when finals were. I'm surprised they were last week.
Pretty
So
mild.
you missed them. Okay, that's your damage to the wall. Hey, Coach Rix.
Yeah.
Walking back to the hallway, you're passing. Is Nyla still in the hall? I don't even know. You're in the hall with the pillars,
Okay.
and coming towards you is the headmaster,
Okay.
and he.
I'm trying to like run back to my room right now. So.
Right. That's as far as you miss. You're gonna bust right into him.
Yeah. Why not?
Alright. He's gonna kind of like grab you for a little bit. Not like not in a menacing way.
Okay.
Just to stop your forward momentum.
Sorry, didn't see you there.
Okay, sorry. Can I help you?
I don't know. We're in the middle of a test right now, and I forgot my bag.
Do you want me to help you get it faster so you can get back to class?
Like, yeah. I mean, expeditious retreat would be really cool. I could go faster.
Sure, sounds good.
Or do you have something else?
I was just gonna teleport you to your room and then back to the classroom.
That's so much faster.
You're not there.
That's so cool. Do that.
Okay. So in the series of
Popping noises.
very quick popping noises. So this round is going to take you to your room to grab your bag. Next round is going to pop you back to
Okay.
the class.
Grab the bag.
Hopefully.
Do I have an action when I get to the bag?
Sure.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to get something out of the bag.
Anything you need to know about?
Not yet.
Okay, great.
Not a concern.
Not a concern.
Yes.
I will tell you later. I'm allowed to get it out of my bag.
Yes.
Plotting.
I guess my question is anything that he would be concerned about seeing you pull out your bag. Any
No.
bones. Okay,
Absolutely not.
great. Okay.
You ready for that sousaphone?
Bra, as he conks out, kind of pushes like a paper away, and then falls asleep like underneath the table. So there's an extra paper under the table if anybody wants to check it out. The boys they're gonna flip through their books. They have no idea what the hell to do. One of the rooms, not any of the ones that are currently lit, but a new one, because they keep doing new ones. Who's in the room? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Bra's not really there. 5. I don't have a D5. D10. Oh, Coraline. I'm so sorry. One of them's gonna target you with some whispers. Oh no, I didn't pull up my dissonant whispers. Good thing I have it recently on my search. You guys are gonna have some weird searches. 'Cause it's
Oh,
so
every
separate
week.
to you. Yeah.
As long as it's not anything that would put us on like some sort of watch list.
No watch list.
we're
What's
fine.
my saving throw?
I mean, we probably do that on our own. But.
Right. So
Not
good.
good.
8.
Great.
You already used it?
Yeah.
I mean, because when you're legitimately like looking things up for D&D, like,
I know.
how do I kill this thing?
He's so
It's
smart.
true. That looks kind of stupid.
It looks really like super, yeah.
That is 4.
We're fine.
Damage. As just these creepy whispers come out in your head.
Shaking it off.
It's
and
fine. I read the wrong thing, but I'm not gonna upcast my not upcast, but up.
I still look
increase.
cool.
You are so cool.
I think.
You just kind of shiver.
Personally,
a little
like, I think that I still look cool.
bit. You are. You're so cool.
I have a headache, but I still look cool.
You didn't. Okay, so one of the rooms lights up. Coraline, looking cool. Nothing's hurt except Brock fell off under the table.
I mean, like, if nobody looks really bad, then I'll just kind of
Annie
hang out.
looks terrible.
But I don't think I can do anything about
it's
that.
terrible.
like, so
I
it's.
just wanted to hurt her a little bit.
I'll just be ready with the healing spell. So
Okay.
it's yeah. If I
Mackenzie.
need to.
Hurt me, Mackenzie.
What? You didn't hurt me. How many runes total are on the wall?
You can do a perception check if you want to start counting. I can give you a ballpark if you want to.
I just want like a
Just a
ballpark.
glimpse.
Currently there's 10 lit. It looks like there's about double that on the wall.
Oh, okay. That's maybe if I was one, to just keep like if there's only like 7 of them, just keep shooting them and trying to destroy them. But if there's at least 20 of them, then I will go over to the paper bra pushed aside and open it up.
It happens to be pass wall.
Whoa!
I know.
No.
You have no idea what it does now.
Let's see if I pass wall.
Oh yeah, if you can't cast it, you can't read it. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a whole.
What level spell is
See,
that?
this is why I do these things.
Fifth level.
Is that like craft up a
Never mind,
jackhammer
you
for
don't know what
pass
this
walls?
is.
I don't know what this is.
Great.
So
But it could be important, so maybe you want to hold on to it.
Okay.
I am going to.
I had your whole spell list pulled up last time.
Yeah, I have it right here.
I should save my thing so I know. Okay, continue.
And I'm going to use my action to expand a spell slot.
Okay.
And after 1 minute, Mackenzie will come back.
Oh. Is this a thing you have to concentrate on, or is it just like?
It doesn't say. It just says expand a spell slot, and after 1 minute, it says use your action to expand a spell slot, and after 1 minute. So it says use your action. I imagine that's I just use my action, and after 1 minute, I don't know.
You're not like leaving anything out that says it's a concentration spell or anything like that.
I'll read you the exact wording here.
Or just skim it better, I guess.
It says. Let me get back to that. If it has died within the last hour, you can use your smith tools as an action to revive it, provided you're within 5 feet of it, and expand a spell slot of first level or higher. The steel defender returns to life after 1 minute with all its hit points restored.
Okay.
So you're basically over there with your smith tools putting Annie back together.
Yeah.
But I don't have to do that for a whole minute. It says use your action.
Yeah. But
And then
it doesn't make sense that you like do it and then like a minute later she's like, oh, I'm good now.
Oh, and I want to do it. Then
Okay.
I want to spend a minute doing it.
Okay.
I just figured if I could use my action to like do it and then a minute later.
I think that thematically it's...
Thematically, that's what makes sense. It just it doesn't. It's kind of worded weird for that. So
Yeah.
As written versus as intended.
I think it's supposed to work as like the magic is knitting it back together, so it takes a minute for the creature to come back to life.
Okay.
Her action, spell slot, and over a minute the creature is forming itself. She doesn't have to spend the minute doing it.
Okay.
It takes a minute for the beast, but it's your.
I think because it's like a physical thing, she'd have to like do a little bit more, but I can see how that could be a different wording of it.
Maybe half and half.
Here, let me roll a percentile die.
Highs and lows.
I have a coin flipper.
highs.
79, you can use your action, and then we'll just look it up later, see if anybody on
no worries.
a thing has told us otherwise.
It's a new thing, so it's...
So so I'll use my action.
Okay, use your
then.
action,
So
and you can
in
come back every minute.
10 rounds, she'll come back. I
Can
imagine
you
we'll
keep
be
track
done.
of those rounds for
Yes,
me?
I'll keep track.
what is it called? The creature?
Soul.
Steel defender.
All right, Cold. This is something I'm well versed in.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take out a torch
Great.
and use my action to take out the tinderbox,
Uh-huh.
so that on my next turn can light it and start swinging things around, trying to get some fire damage going.
Okay. Now, those of you who know things about this wall, he's currently like standing in the green wall, face up against the blue one. Can you tell if he takes the damage from this green wall every single time that he's standing in it? Or is it just because it's like an inch thick or something, so he's
As
still
he
standing
passes through it.
Okay.
So he's
finished
But he
passing
hasn't-
through
he's,
it.
like, stuck on
It's
the
all
next
they're
wall.
blended together.
it does say one at a time. So he's
Okay.
done this one,
Okay.
so then the next one gets applied to him, as
Okay.
if he's trying to continue his path through it.
Sure. I can be okay with this.
Yeah, I'm like trying to successively like get a flavor of the wall, and then try to figure out what my colloquial wisdom.
Right, how you would do this. I appreciate it. Cotrix and Tomna, let's do the damage for the wall first.
Oh.
Cotrix.
Still cold. Still cold.
Oh,
24.
Great, do some damage.
Can't move forward through this, and I don't have a cool belt buckle for it.
if you can, you just take damage. No resistance.
20.
We'll save that for more dire circumstances.
24.
4, yeah.
3 plus 17.
Yeah, 24.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thump.
As the thump happens to Cotrix, you poof. And
Got my
then
bag and then I poof back to the class, or am I right outside the...
I'll just put you right outside the door unless
Okay.
you want to like.
Alright, I'm gonna, now the bag is on,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna run into the room.
Okay.
I've got in my hands the worn blanket
Great.
that I pulled out of my bag of holding.
Yeah.
Look around and see Soul somewhat in the wall, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
go over to Soul and try
Okay.
to throw the blanket on him.
Great.
I know it's probably not gonna do anything, but here, this might help.
He has a blanket now.
Feel less in peril. Yes.
I don't think a blanket will take poison damage.
He has an
It just might
unreasonable
kinda stay for a
sense
little bit.
of
So we'll call it good.
invulnerability.
Okay.
Sure.
I
You feel safer now. It's a thing of
looking around the room, like what are the two other wizards doing?
They have like in your rooms there were like notepads and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They're like flipping through their class notes. It looks like they have learned about this but have never experienced it in this
Okay.
way. So they're trying to feel like, what do we do with the green layer? Like
Okay.
that, flipping through,
Okay.
comparing notes.
Are there any more scrolls?
Right here. Where the longest one is.
I'll run over to Mackenzie and
Okay.
take the scroll out.
Okay. Pass wall.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'll turn to the green wall and
Okay.
cast the spell.
Okay.
I can cast special spells, so I
Great.
shouldn't need to make an ability check.
Cool.
And the scroll gets consumed,
Scroll
and
gets
then
consumed.
what happens?
The wall goes away. You're
The
looking
green
at the
layer.
blue one. Yep.
Oh, I'm looking at a blue one.
Yep.
Alright. Can I see if I recall what to do with the blue layer?
Yep.
Guys, what do we do with the blue layer?
It's pushing a little bit on this round. What'll let you?
It's cold. Cold.
23.
As Soul complains that it's cold, you think that fire might do something.
Okay, thank
Great.
you. Done.
Okay. The other boys are like, oh, you did it! And then they're gonna start flipping through to like, how do we do fire things?
Torch.
Oh! At the top of the round, I have D8 drop 1. Okay, good. That's not fair. Sorry, Coraline. I do love you. Can you do another wisdom saving throw?
10.
That's 17 creepy psychic damage. And I'm going to take you out of the roll next to it. I don't want to do that again. As another glyph flares on the wall.
No, it's
Coraline,
fine.
it's your turn.
I mean, it's whatever.
It's whatever happens.
I'm standing on the wall looking cool. Maybe that pisses the runes off. I don't know.
Maybe you're too close to one of them and they're like,
It's whatever.
get out.
I mean, Cotrix is back.
He is
but
back.
I don't know. I mean, nobody can get through the walls. Like, I'm tempted to just try to walk through them, but I know that, I mean, the T-Rex couldn't do it, so I don't think I can. I'm gonna heal myself. Fuck it.
Okay.
Hey! Feeling a little better. And then since Cotrix is back, I'm gonna be like, do something about this! I'm getting bored, for fuck's sake.
I am! I gave him a blanket!
It's a nice blanket.
The wall, man! The wall!
There's one less. Maybe.
Hey, I heard Blah say a torch, and so I will
Hey.
rejoin Dungeoneers back.
Okay.
Shh. And go up and
What's your action? It's
Throw-
like the torch.
I think that one
Is it
one
interaction to get it
part of
out?
your get out
action
and light
light
it. So
it.
next turn you can start bashing at the wall with it.
I'm gonna hold it up. Somebody use this
I'm
thing on
ready.
the wall.
Okay.
So then somebody can use that for the fire damage if they want.
So,
Okay, so tinderbox is out.
Yeah.
Torch is out.
yeah.
Lighten this bad boy.
Okay.
And then we'll wave it around.
Roll a hit.
Oh, natural 20.
Right, I'm sure that
That's
hits.
natural 20.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a natural 20. I'm not. I don't know that I'm proficient with a torch.
Improvised weapon.
Yeah, I'm not proficient with improvised weapons. So
No, but do some damage to it.
how much?
I don't know what it is.
would a
Torch damage.
I think it does say.
1 damage. Just kidding. Great. Not like
That's how much
1d4
damage
or
is
something. Deals 1 damage.
One fire damage?
Yep,
Says
1
one
fire
damage.
damage. This will be a fun couple rounds.
So 2 fire damage.
What you don't roll
For
for
the natural 20.
For the natural 20.
2 fire damage.
Wow,
Still
that's
double
very
it?
useful.
Another
Yeah.
dice roll.
All damage dealt.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I would rather have you do 2 than 1. So again, this is the whole layer where I'm making shit up. Okay, that was your whole thing.
Yep.
Coach tricks.
I still hold that the fastball made. I'm gonna fling a firebolt at it.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
I'm sure that'll hit.
Okay, cool. And that'll be 6 fucking fire damage. You guys are fired.
That's triple what?
Yeah. One was a 2 and one was a 4. Let's give it dice.
Great.
And then look at Joe and Johnny and just be like, firebolt it, you idiots!
Oh! Tom of the T-Rex.
Thump. 28.
I'm sure of it.
I want to make a song, Tom of the T-Rex.
You're up.
20 bludgeoning damage.
Whoa.
Make it through all of these
Question.
walls.
Is the principal still nearby?
The headmaster that took Clippers here, or the that's got the thing on it?
Yeah, that guy.
I mean, you don't need to try to the thing and what.
Okay, yeah, so you might hear the thumping.
You also don't know what this person's doing in here. And by person, I mean Nothic. You might already know. just saying.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Maybe he likes our improvised out-of-the-box thinking.
Joe and Johnny, who I'm sure know fire something.
Fire something.
Fire something.
Oh yeah, it's my token, so I can't even click on them.
Yeah, you put them in.
I did. I put them in here. I was
The most
trying to.
basic of wizard spells,
It-
firebolt.
I know. In my defense, I was attempting to have them take some of the damage from the dissonant whispers, which they took a little bit of it. Now Coraline's taking it. So fire.
It's just irony at its finest.
Just roll to hit and 1d10. And
Great.
if they're over a 5th level caster, then it's 2d10.
That's why I don't know, but roll a hit. That both hits. I'm such a cool caster, you guys. You know, I was a sorceress one time when I first started. I don't know what I was doing, but I bought a bunch of d6s for it because I had fire something.
They're d10s.
No, I know, but when I was a sorceress, I have my little tiny set of d6s. So it was like in a chest Xbox. Yeah. Cool. Wall's looking a little less cool. Hot. Cool. A little less cool. Ha ha ha. That was the boys. We are back at Dissonant Whispers. Oh, broad doesn't count either.
It's cool. It's whatever. Like,
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Poor Johnny. This money.
What did the room say about my mom?
Johnny. Oh, Johnny's not taking any yet. Good. Johnny's new to this. I don't know what this health is, but it's 8 less. That was the boys. That was the so Coraline.
great.
You're doing so good.
So exciting.
Mackenzie has a fire torch lit and ready for you if you want to go run and do a whole point of damage to the wall.
I mean, I'm not doing anything else, so I might as well.
Okay.
Run past her, grab the torch, and run up to the wall.
Okay. Can I assume that you learned your lesson? You're gonna kind of go blindly towards it, or do you want to?
Kind of.
Okay.
Like, kinda.
Okay, roll the hit.
Disadvantage.
1, 2. Am I proficient with torch wielding?
I don't think so. You might have Jack of all trades thing though. You're pretty cool.
Not well. I mean, no.
Skills.
Okay.
Is there a way to gain defense?
I mean, if it's dexterity, that's a 16.
Sure, you would hit a wall of ice.
Cool.
116.
Damage.
Yep. I mean, you need to make a roll for that. Mackenzie.
You snagged the torch from your hand and ran towards the wall.
Snag the torch.
Can't you do any fire damage?
I'm like holding it out now.
Torch I could.
It's in my hand. Just
You guys can just trade back and forth.
I mean, you know.
I
I'm gonna be
will
opposed to this.
I like this professor's just like,
shield my face and follow her approach
Okay.
and grab the torch from her. Who's gonna be traded out this torch?
Let me know if you go blind. I got this.
Yeah, she doesn't see now.
Yeah, no, I miss. That's
Okay.
a 1.
Oh, I should have
Boy, I bet you wish you were a halfling
You're
now,
so
huh?
busy. You're so busy trying to find out where those torches that you like
Almost burnt.
almost burn yourself. Soul,
yes.
torch damage.
Yep.
Great.
Let's go crit fishing. No, that's a 7.
Great. Because you're doing so good right now. Coach Rick,
I mean, we've been doing
you've
good.
been doing great.
You know.
I'm actually really proud of you. You made it through a wall of confusion. That's me.
Several.
Yeah, at least 4.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray
Okay.
rather than Firebolt. So the first one's gonna be a
Yeah.
14.
Or no, you're at the red, orange, yellow, green. Yeah, you've done through 4. Sorry, 14. Sure. I don't remember
10
the thing
fire
for this
damage.
wall. You did it!
Ah, sweet! I have 2 more beams!
Good. Well, you can shoot him at the indigo wall that pops up.
Okay. That's an 18.
Great, that hits.
That's going to be 6 points of fire damage. And that's going to be an 11.
Will not hit. I don't
Actually,
know
that's
that
gonna
they
be an 18. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's going to be 12. Fucking 12. 2
Great.
6s.
Great.
Here's your bardic inspiration back.
I'm gonna give you a Arcana check real quick.
Okay. Yeah. That's an 11.
Okay. Great.
What the fuck are we doing? We're in the indigo wall now, guys!
Let me figure out the flavor of it.
Give him a second.
Taste it.
Nom nom, crunch crunch, wall in the back.
12 to hit.
I don't know. Sure. It was really complicated just to figure out the AC of this wall, so I don't think I remember.
17 bludgeoning.
Great, your spells really hurt. So you've gone through almost halfway of the wall.
So I've made a 10-foot hole in this wall.
Yeah, almost. Let me just. I can't math this quickly right now. I'm sick. It's fine. Okay, good, guys. It's okay to not do math quickly. Even if you're on a test, you have calculators. I have my students watching now. That was Patrick's Comnut. The boys, they were running like a fireball. And they were like, shit! And started flipping through the book again. Whispers. Hey, Coach Rich, do a wisdom saving throw.
I get to reroll it. Sweet. That is an 11. Does that fail?
Yes.
Because I can use my reaction to add a +4 to that and make it a 15.
I think it's higher. Let me check. No, you're good. You do not take 7 points of damage.
I take.
None. Or no, you passed. Hold on.
Yeah.
Or half.
So
Half
4.
damage.
take
So
that.
4.
Okay, 4.
I can do
Okay,
math.
that's fine.
It's fine. Coraline. You have a no. You don't have a torch anymore.
Shit already.
You belong in darkness, basically.
Is it blindingly bright? You know?
It's kind of weird because the wall specifically is blinding light, but this one seems to be some sort of like a dark layer behind the brightness.
Like a void of light?
Like a void. Why not? It's a black hole that says indigo instead of black.
That's really creepy.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go for broke and cast dancing lights because I mean it looks like a void, so I'm gonna try to hit it with something that's light.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense to me. I don't know. I'm not a wizard.
What level is the...
It's totally a cantrip.
Great.
It's just, yeah.
Just checking. You need to check something else.
It's 0 level.
Great. Okay.
I'll even make it look like a person that's my size, because I can't do that.
I'll give you an Arcana check.
Cool.
So mad.
Totally doesn't work. Fuck. 12.
Cool. You're doing great.
I'm sure it's totally gonna work.
Yep, totally gonna work. Mackenzie.
Kind of run an Arcana check on the wall.
Sure.
13.
Cool. Sure, you're gonna do great.
My idea is great. It's totally gonna work.
Yeah. I was thinking about using my reaction to boost it, but I'll save it for something more important.
Okay, great.
I'll fire a bolt at it.
Sounds good.
29.
You hit the darkness.
Hello, darkness.
Oh, you know what?
My old friend.
Yes. And then 9 piercing damage. I backed up.
Great. I have you back here anyways.
So,
I don't know what I'm doing. It's a theater of the mind right now.
You're DMing, Grace.
I'm DMing, it's fine.
Did it look magical piercing damage? I'll fire another one. I already did an Arcana check, so I'm not gonna ask.
Right.
I'll fire another one and miss.
Okay, great.
That's 2 months in a row. Get out of here. Not in a
You
row.
got this. You guys got this. You're 2 walls away from winning or
Kicking this guy's ass because this is bullshit. It's gonna happen.
Great, sounds good. I'll be ready for
I
that.
mean, I can't control my T-Rex brain.
Oh,
Who knows what happens when I get on the other side of the
Especially
wall?
when you get to the other side of the wall and then all of a sudden there's 2 T-Rexes because this is bullshit.
Oh, it's so mad. Soul.
Might get territorial.
I think it was a mom and dad T-Rex in Jurassic Park 2 when they're like trying to get the baby back.
I wouldn't use mom and dad T-Rex. That's gonna open up a whole new weird door.
It's already weird, but it's fine. Soul.
So it's an indigo but very dark wall.
Yes.
Okay.
The opposite of light, like the void.
Can I do?
You said flavor, right? I think we should taste it.
I'm trying to think. So I've been up at the front, going through each
Yes,
one,
you've been
listing off the flavors that it's been.
Yes.
I have a reasonable idea that I would gamble on.
Great.
But I also, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna smite it.
Okay.
Like, go for broke on it. I think that it's death flavored, and so I'm pretty good at fighting death flavored things.
I would guess necromancy. Not necromancy, psychic.
I'm gonna recklessly attack this darkness. Ah! Thank goodness. That is 23 to hit the darkness.
Oh, you hit the darkness.
Fight the darkness.
Right in time.
I've come to talk with you again.
Which wolf do you feed?
I'm about to feed whichever one wants to take a bite out of my mocktail, so.
2.
Yes.
2d6, 2d8. You're rolling 46. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, looked like you picked up 46.
I was like, I'm gonna be confused in a sec. Oh, good.
That was
Do better. Yes. Good job. Okay, so that's gonna be 15 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay,
But for radiant damage, it's going to be 8 points of radiant damage.
great. Do a perception check for me.
That's going to be a 19.
So far, fire and dancing lights.
It's just
What was your thing that you did?
it's
Yeah.
evocation. It's
I know, but it was dancing lights.
yeah.
And your smite radiant damage have made the wall kind of contract a little bit, but it hasn't seemed strong enough to really get the wall to go away. Now, I don't know if the radiant damage actually would when I use those words. It seems like the light is what it's reacting to, but nothing that you've done seems strong enough in terms of the light.
Darkness flavored.
Okay. Coders and Domna.
Thump! Not a natural.
Oh, so sad.
26 bludgeoning damage.
You're officially at the halfway mark. Woohoo! Wait, put you there. Okay, Codrix.
Do it.
Take a look at the scrolls
Okay.
that are there. There was daylight?
There was a daylight spell.
What I think, with all of the given information, I don't know that I don't know if my character would know this, so I gotta ask that question.
Okay.
Like, nobody's really said anything out loud, right?
Right. I can give you an Arcana check.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I've been calling out the
I don't think that
Oh,
part
you've
is
been
flavored.
calling out the
Yeah,
Okay. Well, it was a 25 regardless.
great.
So,
Yeah.
I think
so-
it's death flavored.
Between darkness flavored and remembering that there might have been a daylight
Yeah.
spell in the scroll
Yeah.
somewhere, you can put the two and two together. That
I
might be
will.
useful.
It's a level 3 spell.
It sure
I will boop onto the opening that the past wall and
Right.
the fireball has created.
Right.
I will cast daylight on the indigo wall.
The indigo wall is gone. You're looking at a purple wall.
Yay! How many is that? 5?
Fudge sickle
So we have two. You're on the final wall.
Ooh, what
color?
color is it?
Purple.
Purple.
Or sorry, let me see if there's a fancy word for it.
Maybe this
Violet.
one's maybe
Violet.
This one's death
Violet
flavored.
wall. My bad.
You're turning violet.
Violet wall. Yeah, you're right.
You're welcome.
Okay. Sorry, that was Coatrix. Boys were like, yeah, you guys are doing so good. There's no whispers. I'll hang up this. Yeah. One of them flares and nothing seems to happen. Because I rolled higher than the number of people in the room. That's fine with me. It's a faulty one. It's one of the ones that was cracked. No, I think she only hit one that was already run. Oh well, Coraline.
Fuck, I don't know.
What color is it now?
Purple.
It's like violet, purple-ish.
Call out what you do to it.
I'm getting both swords out because I
Okay.
can't do shit to this.
Great.
But I'm gonna kick the shit out of that guy, so I'm readying my attack actions.
Okay.
For when this thing
Okay.
comes down, I'm fucking pissed.
Great, you're gonna get the teacher.
I have a massive headache. It's gonna happen.
Mackenzie.
Arcana check it.
Okay. So good. So. It's hard to put your finger on what this is.
Literally.
Anybody that looks hurt.
Literally.
Looks
Oh,
like they
wait,
still-
yeah, good point. Does anybody
Is
look
there
hurt?
anybody who looks like they could use some help? That's all.
I've been a little man of science for a lot of these.
I
Science
will
is the new magic.
go up to your soul and stick him with a needle for some cure wounds.
Ow, you hurt me, but I feel better.
Here you go. Second level's 2d8, right? Plus
Yeah.
my
Spellcasting
spellcasting modifier. Oh, nice. 7 and an 8. So that's 15 plus my spellcasting modifier 5, so 20
Woo!
for you.
I may like needles more now.
Figure out
the
It's
beginning.
kind of just like a little healing potion shot.
All right, now Soul.
Oh dear
So
God.
you feel so much better.
I just got some help. I don't know what flavor this tastes like,
Correct.
but I could find out by going through it and just using deductive reasoning. So here I go through
Great.
the last wall.
Do a dexterity save.
I thought he was gonna lick it.
Boy,
Yeah, we're talking about flavors the whole time.
I am gonna need to spend the inspiration that I got for creating a memento to Lilith.
Okay, it's been a while. I'm ready.
So functionally, what does that?
You get to
You
reroll
get
the
it's an
dice.
advantage, basically.
Just one dice. You just reroll the dice.
Put in. Here we go.
It wasn't me.
Whoa! Natural.
This is
20.
why. This is why we memorialize the people that we lose,
This
folks.
inspiration is 4.
Oh
like
boy.
This. Okay.
Okay, so that's a natural 20.
You know
that
all of
puts-
the things that the wall does.
It's a natural 20 that puts me at a 24 total
Okay.
for the save to go through it.
You make it through just fine.
I'm gonna storm and Norman over to the lever and pull it.
Okay. The wall falls.
Oh my God. Are we still in combat?
We can be if you want to attack him.
I just want to punch him in the face.
Okay.
Can you reach?
Do we want to? Anybody want to do anything on their turns while we're going through the order? Though?
Well, we're on Soul, right? Who's next
Yeah, we're
after?
on Soul. Made it through. Done to the lever. We're on Kotrix and Tomna.
Pump.
No.
Okay.
Nobody's told Domino.
Natural 1.
Great. You don't done very well. It kind of hurts.
I'll message Tomna.
Okay.
We made it through the wall in here.
Great.
What does it
Now.
sound like in his head?
Noise. No more whispers. Coraline. Coraline, would you like to go punch him?
I'm gonna like calmly walk up to him and
Okay.
just like butt of teary-eyed just right in the face.
Great. Roll to hit.
What the?
I can reroll that.
Okay. Good.
Oh my God! Totally the opposite.
Great.
Oh, natural 20.
Roll your damage.
Oh.
Bust a teacher. Tops.
16.
Oh, good.
So this is the part where we skip the record. It's like, so
What the
you're wondering
fuck
why
was
we're in
that?
detention now.
Yeah, you remember when we had to save Soul from
Oh,
the
you
hat?
tried to put me in detention, I dare you.
What's he say? The kid just got smacked in the face with
Yeah.
blows.
Well, he wasn't prepared for that. He walked up very calmly.
I did
So he's
too.
gonna like shake it off a little bit and
Coraline?
hands-on learning.
You want to see I'll show you hands-on learning.
Please don't.
Typically a teacher gives a little guidance before he fucks people over.
Next class, I will do that.
Good call.
Thank you for informing me, Leslie.
Going back to my room. I'm so done right now.
Don't we have another class soon?
Fuck it!
I think you did it free for the day. Yeah.
Okay.
It is, so you had today, to recap the last 3 episodes.
One day
I
at
know.
school.
You had, at the end of one episode, you had the necromancy class, where you became clay things, or made clay things and fought each other. But
That was so good.
good. The beginning of last class, or beginning of last session, you had the divination class real quick, where
Which
you
was fun.
did some dice. Great.
That was fun. Yeah.
And then this one, which pissed you off. You're welcome.
So,
You win some, you lose some. It's you know.
so what exactly was the point of this abjuration class?
It was to use the scrolls in the order you're supposed to be used to take on the wall. One
But,
layer at a time.
but why?
Because it's... You're still thumping on the wall. Give me some random numbers as you go. By random, I mean roll for the damage. And also, Annie's back.
25.
Great.
I'm gonna start walking towards the smaller, less T-Rex shaped wall. I've lived in Cholt Like,
Which
I
one
can
is
hear
that?
that coming south of my position.
Smaller, less
To the
shapes.
left.
Here?
From,
Do you want to go out the doorway?
I want to head that direction just in case he comes, like,
Oh,
running
stomping
through.
Okay.
Like, I've missed stampedes before.
If it's gonna be the Kool-Aid Man thing, we don't want to be in the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Casting abjuration spells and removing abjuration spells is a good way to learn abjuration.
None of those spells were abjuration except for the wall.
That's true, but taking it down was pretty cool.
You are the laziest teacher.
Probably true. There are all types here. Okay.
What is your name?
You didn't. I don't remember. Hold on. Dr. Boom Boom.
Nothing. I got nothing. I'm just gonna start storming out.
I'll have you know I'm writing a shit list.
So
and
as I'm walking towards the door, I'll stop,
Doctor.
turn around.
Okay.
23.
Great.
You hear that?
Yeah, for a little.
Those are the
time.
shrieking eels. Sorry.
ROUSs?
I'm not going to help you when he gets through that wall.
Fair.
20.
How long can you stay on for?
An
An
hour.
hour. So a good long while longer.
You're leaving, you said.
I'm just gonna hang out across the hallway from Soul.
I don't need to do anything. That T-Rex is coming through that wall at some point.
You heard the literary masterwork.
I've been a
rules in the
T-Rex.
dungeon.
So when you say across the hallway, do you mean like across the room or like in the same hallway?
Same hallway, Soul, just right across.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
20.
Hey, Soul.
Well, guess I'm leaving.
What do you hope for with the afterlife? Coraline asked me the other day if I believed in it, and honestly, I don't know much about it. So, what's your take on that?
So let's say that wall is the veil between being alive
running a little bit
and
too
not.
Get
The one where Tom is coming through.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
like so.
Tomna
you
coming
haven't seen him leave
through
I don't know, you've
is
seen him,
the
like, get
always
far.
war,
So you wanna wait
where
a little bit,
elected
so
souls go to fight
Okay.
forever. It's awesome.
Okay.
Because you might
In
pass him.
this instance, I would say that the professor is not an elected soul. So this is going to be really terrifying.
So you want to go to the Forever War?
Yes, I'm elected of Huitzilopochtli, so I will be chosen for the Always War on my passing.
That sounds freaking cool.
I hope so.
I bet you need a good wizard there.
I've always thought that it was Marshall, but I'm sure that a wizard that was selected would be powerful.
I don't think that Tomna is using eyeballs right now. It's just kind of like
Head over and show what you
swinging
guys.
the rear end of it.
You pass this down.
I will cast dancing
24?
lights to try to get his attention.
Thanks for not ruining my RP moment.
To the best.
18. The wall comes
You're on the
down.
wall. You did
I'm
it.
gonna back up through the wall, tail first,
Right.
because that's what I've had to
Right.
tail swipe,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna whip around. And, ah!
It's Bra sleeping, who kind of wakes up for a second. The two boys, Annie and Mackenzie.
I'm gonna go bite the lever.
Good job, you did it.
And the wall comes back up. Just kidding.
You're stuck behind the ground with stuff. Good job, you did it.
Look in the room. Look at Tomlin. Wow, that was impressive.
Tomna has dedication.
He really dislikes mages.
The mage is the other way!
Shit.
So
Back through the hole.
have you heard of the literary masterwork Trolls in the Dungeon?
No, who wrote that?
It's very short.
Just thought you should know.
Enter scene. Man yells, "Trolls in the dungeon." Exit scene. I thought you should know. That I feel like this was the inspiration for
Technically,
it.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, who was the author that wrote that?
That was a quarrelsome fellow.
I'm not giving you in whatever it is so
Inspiration.
soon. Inspiration. But nicely done.
Can I try and sniff this thing out?
Sure. Also, Coraline, Tearlight,
Only hit him with anti-magic, anti-spell magic.
like senses something but can't really see it. But there's, I know it's weird. I know. It's the only way I can tell you there's something in here.
In the wall?
In the room,
Oh.
there's like some gold over there, but I don't know how to get it.
Over where?
17.
Can you see the room? Like in that corner.
Okay.
17 to sniff the lever?
No.
Sorry, I
For the body that was in the room for a while.
The teacher. He's sniffing for the teacher.
Oh, yeah, you can track him with your T-Rex senses out the door that's to the... What are you doing? Okay,
I'm gonna start. My brain said hunt thing,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to go hunt it.
Great, let's go. He's out the door. I probably got a
You
little,
know, the way the little tiny person
probably
pointed.
got a little further because of some time that you spent knocking me on the wall. Okay. Great.
Got a speed of 50 feet, by the
Oh,
way.
Jesus.
Do we need to? Do you think we need to save the T-Rex for the teacher? I mean, it's probably going to lead to a fight. We wouldn't want to miss that.
So about the gold in the corner. I want to go
Someone's
check that out.
Okay.
to finagle about rules. I don't know that they specifically codified what happens if one of us turns into an animal, so if it gets bad, I might be able to bend the rules, seeing as I've already broken some.
Were the words class dismissed ever used? Just saying.
I didn't hear them.
You're not in the room,
No.
so.
I know.
We should probably witness, at least. Witness me!
As we're running through the room, I'll turn to Mackenzie and Anvil and just be like, I think there might be trouble this way. Like running after Tomna.
Thank you.
Oh, Anvil fell over.
Anvil got back up.
Everyone got back up.
Oh.
Bill, yeah, and he's back.
You
Oh, I
really
didn't-
should like make it so like when she like out the back, like maybe fire or lightning. That would be cool. Or she could fork lightning.
So just like write those nice. I don't know if
Flame breath, maybe.
I don't know if I can make her do that, but I'll keep that in mind for upgrades down the road.
If as we're running down the hallway, if we find a fire beetle, you could just take the gland of it and like see if you could work it into the throat, and then like. Next thing you know, we're gonna have a fire breathing skeleton, right?
Sorry, so everybody's going this way.
Yeah, we're chasing after Tom.
Johnny and Joe are not part of this anymore. They're just gonna nope out of this one. Class, guys! It's
Poke
been
bra a
fun!
couple times.
Yeah, Rob's gonna probably stay at the table until he decides to wake up a little bit. And
We're kind of
Go
used
back
to
to
it
his
by
room
this
to
point.
yeah,
I
he's gonna go
mean,
nap somewhere.
he does this all the time.
And it's never
So it's-
like come back to bite him. He's the best nap picking person
Right?
in this dungeon. It's like
Maybe that's
I
why
mean,
he's so sneaky.
That's how he got through life as a slave or whatever. He just found the perfect places to nap.
Well, he's got that cloak and those boots, so whenever he crawls up and goes to sleep, he just looks like a fucking rock.
True.
So everybody just walks by him.
Where'd that ass
Yeah, exactly. Situation dependent.
It's Canada.
It's just like the cloak when the elves or
Coraline.
two hobbits
Yes,
fall down
you.
inside of it. Yeah.
There's nothing there. Either Tear Light's going crazy, or there's some secret here.
I mean, she's never led me wrong, so
You could go find your friend who has a lot of secrets.
You weren't really awake for when she led you wrong, so I can see how
I
you
was
think.
totally there.
No, you're just pissed.
I want a secret.
We're running after the T-Rex.
Yeah, you sure are.
What do you
Um,
Where's
easy to
Coraline
track
at?
this.
What do you
and
see?
Not difficult to lose sight of, all that.
There's like kind of a chest right there, but it's not really there.
with the lady on the wall?
Oh, no. Because you could see that. That's different. I don't remember my friggin' voice for these games, you guys.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I get like poke at it with my offhand.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Nothing there. Weird.
Falls to the 10 foot. It's just, why are we here? What room is that? Oh. These are not connected to each other, but they kind of are.
Always connected to the double doors.
Do.
Hey, Mackenzie. Well, while we're following Tama down the hallway, unless you're done looking up at
I was wondering what this doorway was, but I think we're good.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, Tom, as you're around the corner, there's doors in front of you.
Charge.
Great. Okay,
I mean, as long as the smell's still coming from that direction.
Yeah, yeah.
Generally?
There we go. Generally from that direction.
Yeah. Go ahead, but the doors.
Cool. You just like run in.
Yeah.
Great.
The doors stay closed, and out goes Tama.
Let me give you the room real quick. You're the Kool-Aid man in many ways.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah!
So
Come into the room like the Jurassic Park T-Rex.
Exactly.
This is where the initiates are doing, just basics, like, I'm doing magic.
Shit, what did I do wrong? That one old guy.
That's the dungeon thing you were talking about, but it's not making any
You
sense.
see the barge into the class of all like the kids who are like, let's go steal the herbs from like the magic garden to get high. Just barge.
It's the Berkeley classroom.
There are 10 stone desks in a semicircle on the northwest half of the room, which is what you're facing. So there's 10
Uh-huh.
desks facing you. In this middle of the room that you have not run into this yet, there's a spectral hand holding aloft a gray crystal orb, and there are 2 doors to the south.
I don't see the guy, right?
You don't see the guy.
Fucking doors.
Great.
Smash.
Okay, are you being careful about this?
Back through the other doorway. Based on the sound.
I wanted to try to message Mackenzie
Okay,
and catch her.
okay. Still within range, I think.
Can you come look at this?
Where are you?
Where Tomno was breaking the wall.
I will turn around and be
Where are
like,
you going?
Coraline said she needed me to come look at something.
Finding
Literally the
T-Rex
first
way
time
more
I've
interesting.
ever asked you for
I
anything.
know. So she's like, everybody's trying to run up to me except for Coraline. So I'm like, I'm not gonna say no to this.
I'm not telling you to fuck off right now.
She said she needs me to go look at something.
Alright.
I'll let her know the direction you guys are going.
She can just follow the sound.
Unless you outpace the sound.
I'll figure it out. It's fine.
And I will make my way up to Coraline.
Alright.
And
On the double.
Oh my gosh. We're
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
alone.
Oh.
We've separated the party.
I don't know what it is, but I see something.
Give me
Guys
just one
and
second to
girls
get these
even.
other ones out of here. Okay, so
Even better.
tick, 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 back up here. Abjuration soul, tick, 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 following the dinosaur.
just stop us when we get to the room, because obviously this spectral
Yeah.
floating hand with the orb is going
Right.
to distract me for a moment.
Just a second, yeah.
Just as I'm about to ask the question that I've been holding on to, it's like,
You're-
ah, damn it, something magical again.
Okay. So
It's fast.
Tomna, you start to run through the door. Cotrix and Soul, you see. I'm not going to show you yet.
Okay.
You don't get this.
Okay.
Cotrix and Soul, as you see the end of the T-Rex tail flap through the door, again, 10 stone desks and a hand floating hand holding an orb.
Well, Saul looks like he has something on his mind, so
He sure does. He really wants to ask you something.
Say it, fist size or like fist size?
It's like a
Not Big B's hand.
That's it.
Not-
Big
yeah.
hands or mage hand?
no.
We know what that looks like.
It's like a what's the other hand type?
Mage hand.
Mage hand. It's like mage hand holding an orb.
The other hand of that guy. The one from the entrance.
Yes.
Right?
Sure. No, it's spectral, but I like this idea.
What's your question?
Alright. Been meaning to ask this since we've been taking on new crew members and other people have been acting weird. Need to know something.
Who do you
All
trust?
right.
Somebody that you trust or specifically love asked you to do something against the party's best interest. I need to know where you make that decision point. I know you don't take sides, but this is one of those ones that I need to prepare for if there's going to be a dangerous decision. 'Cause you have my contract.
I do. I have a hard time trusting people, and so I think that I would probably side with someone that I trusted over someone that I loved, because honestly, that's just like icky and confusing and like so weird, and like that I just don't understand that, and like girls, so yeah, I'd probably go with the person I trust, and like obviously I'd want to see if whether or not they're under the influence of any sort of magic first.
Shield Guardian.
Alright. I can back you up under those pretenses.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
While that conversation is happening, you bust through the door. One of the students pokes her head out from behind the shield guardian and screams. As you're a T-Rex in a school. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna smell for him.
Great. Do a whatever perception check.
24 with a natural 20.
You don't smell him in this hallway.
Like at all?
Correct.
So like it doesn't smell like it came this way.
Correct. I mean, it's a school, so he probably has like a lingering couple day old smell. But
Well, it's just like there's no vapor waft in this area.
Vapor waft.
I don't know.
It's canon now.
yep.
I'm gonna turn around back into that room,
Great.
and can I sniff again?
Sure.
Oh, here he comes.
He's coming back.
19.
Okay.
Smell.
Smells like he was here, but is no longer.
Neapolitan flavored soul.
Do you think he lost a scent? It seems like he lost a
I'm
scent.
gonna switch back to the girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're ready. Alright, Mackenzie and Ann will walk into the room with Anothic, who looks curiously at you but does nothing. Coraline's in the corner waving her sword at a spot that has nothing.
You rang?
I'll be right back.
Well, my sword told me, like, she sees the chest right here, but, like, I don't see it. I can't, like, poke it. You have that wand that finds doors and stuff? Can you...
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see if there's something here?
Bippity boppity boo.
Please tell me that's the actual word you have to say out loud when you do this.
Yes.
That'll be my new
It's
one.
canon!
That'll be my new one of secrets. Bippity boppity boo.
Okay.
Darn, it's a good thing Soul
If a
doesn't have one of
secret
those. 'Cause I-
door
all I'm
or
recommending
trap
right
is
through all
within
of
30
this
feet of you, it pulses and points to the
videos.
nearest one towards you.
Yes.
Is that the magic wand?
Yes.
Okay. So nearest.
I go all the way up to where she is, that
Right.
corner when I cast
Right.
it.
I don't think the secret chest is the same thing as a secret door. So I'm gonna try to find the actual closest door to you. Which, within 30 feet. Where are we? What is happening? Ooh. Learning more about the school all the time. Within 30 feet. To the north. What? Does it go through walls? I don't remember if I read this.
I think it does. Like
Doesn't
it
say.
says within 30 feet and doesn't say it has to be line of
Pulses
sight
and
or
points. Okay, so it pulses and it points to the northwest.
to the northwest.
Yes. But not to where you are. which is right next to the treasure chest. And he's gonna sniff at it.
It points right there.
No, it points over here
Okay.
in this room.
In the nasty, disgusting,
In the nasty,
filth pit
disgusting
room.
filth pit room. Oh my god. where's that
Gross.
Well, it tells me secret doors and traps, so apparently the chest is secret here, but it's not hidden behind like a secret door.
I'm gonna ask Tyrielite telepathically.
Okay.
Is it possibly it's on the other plane you can see?
Maybe. Looks like it's tied here if it is, though.
Interesting.
Um,
We'll come back to it, but I kind of want to check out the secret door that she, or whatever the secret that she just
secret.
The secret.
I have to touch something to spell that, like.
Yeah.
You have to touch it, or you just have to be able to
I don't
see
know,
it?
Dispel magic. Luckily, I always type in 5e, so even if I have a colleague that makes the FBI come, you can say, no, look, we play D&D.
Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. It doesn't, that's all it says.
So.
Weird treasure chest. Is an object.
Yeah, but
I mean, it doesn't say you have to see it. It just says choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
so with her having Tyrielite guide me, can I cast detect magic
You
on
can
it?
try.
It may or may not work. I mean, it's
We'll try. It's a
choosing the treasure chest as the object.
It's a 3rd level. Do I need to make an Arcana check?
Let's do an Arcana check. I don't know what the level of the spell is, so I need to look something up real quick.
I mean, it may or may not work, but it's worth a
Right.
shot. You know.
It's like black. Houses. Crescent actions.
What'd you do?
Is that a happy face or a sad face?
No, it's a very sad face.
It's like if I had rolled, I could
She's not a
re-roll.
halfling anymore.
Something I don't have to look at.
No, look it up. Because
Just in
Because
case.
if it's 3rd level, then it doesn't matter.
yeah,
So
and because so it's
Do you need assistance with this one, or would you?
I mean, we can look. I don't know. It doesn't it's just a thing appears if a certain word is spoken,
oh,
right? So I
Okay.
don't think that that would work for this.
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna I might consider my flash of genius to boost it by 5, but that'd make it a 15. But I was
I'm
trying
gonna
to think.
say because it doesn't tell me the spell's level and it doesn't say anything online, then I'm gonna say it doesn't work.
Okay.
You can pull those out while
Yep,
you
no,
go back
that's
to
fine.
the room with the orb and the dinosaur. Okay.
What's with the orb?
I imagine that we'll get to this class eventually. We should probably just leave it alone.
Is this a class?
Well, there's desks.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go investigate by overturning the nearest one.
Okay.
No small man.
No small man.
I'm gonna step on the next one.
It's a stone desk.
And I'm like a 5 to 10 ton dinosaur.
Great. Sure. You step on the desk.
Does
One
it
of the
crumble?
legs cracks and it sort of tilts. No
They
small
didn't
man.
say. Did the headmaster mention anything about wrecking classrooms?
What's the type of magic where you make stuff out of other stuff?
Conjuration?
So maybe-
Transmutation.
Yeah. If people can do that, does property damage really matter?
I mean, no, not really. Get that
Tail. There's a hand in here. The only thing that's not a friend's. Don't
Can we? I don't know if you'd even listen. I kind of roll initiative to see if Kodrick stops or gets his word out before you nom on it, but I feel like he would just eat it anyway, so
Not necessarily eat it like swallow it, just like bite down to see if there's like a body around it, like pretending to be there, like,
Sure. You don't, if you feel anything except for a marble in your mouth? Okay.
I will like mage hand the marble back out and like maybe put it back into the position it was.
Thank you.
Does it stay there or?
Yeah, the hand, I'm gonna just sort of flare the hand's gonna shake a little bit and then like steady. You just got eaten by a dinosaur.
I'm gonna drop
saliva.
Yeah. You're gonna what?
Drop polymorph.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, I need to find you. Hold on.
I lost a few guys.
Yeah, he probably misty stepped out.
What did it taste like?
Or teleported, because
What
I mean that's a thing.
tastes like? Did it taste like anything that I can remember?
Like cold and then wet.
Tasted like feelings.
What?
Cold and wet. Sure.
Something feels cold, something feels wet.
Back to the girls.
Well, we try to ponder that out.
My knowledge of magic and magical items. Can I roll an Arcana or History to see if I know of anything like this?
Sure.
Feels cold.
Today.
I think that's the fourth natural one you rolled this.
No, that was a 3.
Third. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Still.
Do you yell that down the hall?
Sure do.
Or okay.
What?
From very faintly down the hall, echoing, bouncing around, you hear the word Cotrix.
I'm gonna be. That's gonna be a 17 total.
Okay. You've heard of things that live in other places and come here momentarily, and you've heard of things that have specific code words. You haven't heard of this specific chest.
Like the chest, part of the chest is linked here, and part of the chest is linked there, and
Probably.
like almost kind of like a.
It's in limbo.
Mordecai's.
Purgatory.
Chest.
That's a new thing now.
Whatever
More
it
kind of
is.
purgatory chest.
No, there is a chest. Mordecai or Leomon has a chest that can like go back and forth. I can't remember which one.
Probably like his growth in his mansion.
Totally legit. I know all about Leomon. I have his hut.
All the huts. All the mansions.
I can get his
Gentlemen's?
chest.
Well, I'm really.
Let's make our way to the
I'm not leaving.
Girls need our assistance.
secret door.
If we find him again,
Oh,
you
well, maybe.
can chomp him then.
I think that I failed the class because I didn't eat him. He protected himself instead of letting me hurt him.
Well, that's the whole point of abjuration magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got to punch him in the face. It was
We
great.
learn things.
No, I think you passed because he protected himself. He was demonstrating the use of abjuration spells to protect himself from you, and he was just showing us. So you were like his co-teacher.
Are you on tenure? Have you been holding out on us?
Let's go check on what the girls need.
And I'm gonna look at the floor. I think I'm standing on it.
Are you coming?
Sure.
I put you there, but I can put you back if you want.
I'll follow him.
Alright. Back to the room with the Nothic.
Oh. I will say hello in Undercommon to the Nothic.
That's great. She,
Oh.
yes, specifically, says hello right back in Undercommon and then continues.
What are you doing chained in the middle of this room?
This helmet brings all the messages to not Hallister, the headmaster, and I basically forward him anything that's not hate mail.
What messages?
Like, you know, just,
Oh, so you're like the hub of all the tubes?
no. I'm
He's a secretary.
like the hub
You
of
speak
all of
Undercommon?
the, I'm the hub of all of the mental tubes. They come to me and then I
Do you
send
do
them
this?
on.
Obviously, you don't do this willingly.
No.
He gets a lot of hate mail. I
Like,
used to get
yeah, like one. You don't speak Undercommon either.
No, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I understood what they were saying.
Okay. Like 1 an hour. It's not that
All
bad.
right. What's going on, Coraline?
Well, Tyrion lists us with the chest here, but I don't see it. And Mackenzie tried to spell, and we can't get it to show up. So I don't know what's happening.
What's your name? I'll talk to the Nothic.
I don't think they gave me a name, but let me
Ooh.
I know. How's a
I'm
spell?
Nothic the Nothic.
Let me see if somebody else gave me a name.
Hi, Eileen.
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 I'm not really
Well,
feeling that.
one eye, because Eileen.
Yep.
That's about it.
I don't like it. Hold on, let me pull up my
It's okay.
fantasy name generator.
Okay.
Wait. I follow her now.
Eileen Lindsay.
Maybe she has something for this.
Maybe you're a thing for this? I don't think she has names. I think it's just...
I don't know, but maybe there's something funny.
Okay, you're right. Let's toggle list. Nothic. Great, no Nothic. You. Gan.
You
That's way too long. Okay.
Do you know anything about a chest over here?
There's a chest over there. Is that
Uh,
what they've been talking about this whole time?
who's they?
Also, why was there a dinosaur on the wall?
Hi. Do you speak Undercommon?
You still don't speak Undercommon.
Damn. I don't want to.
He was trying to get through the wall to pass the class. But
I don't
more
think it's
importantly,
normal, but okay.
who's talking about?
These people.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen anybody come in here and, like, utter any phrases or anything?
Like, why are you sitting on the job, and
Oh,
what the hell, and where's my message from 2 hours ago, that kind of thing, but
nothing to, like, summon the chest?
no,
Oh.
just get off your ass, and
Oh. So,
Wow, they're really mean.
Tyrion and I see something, and you've tried what?
Well, we weren't sure it was hidden, so I tried my wand of secrets, which
Yeah.
exposes hidden doors, which we found a hidden door that way,
Okay.
apparently. And I tried to dispel the magic, but that didn't work.
I would like to go up to the door to the north.
okay,
I would like to open that door.
great, hold on, pull up the next section of the
Because if it's just like in that fucking room, you guys are just gonna be like so great.
The chest is right here.
But what did the
Tyrion
creature
says.
say?
Oh, this is the secretary. She takes all of the messages except for the hate mail that the headmaster gets and forwards it on. I would like to go around and peek around that corner.
But has you heard anybody say anything about the chest?
I asked her that and she... No.
No. Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
You should move.
Back up.
No.
You're out in the hallway.
Well, the door. I didn't close the
You didn't
door.
close the door.
All you hear is, I have an idea.
Well, as soon as I hear move, I'm gonna be like, no.
I'll definitely back up.
Back up. We're backing up.
Beep, beep, beep.
Tomna, before I go around the corner.
Okay,
From what I understand, it's not going to be on this plane of existence. I don't think bashing through the wall is going to help.
I wasn't gonna do that. I was just gonna swing at the air where it's supposed to be.
That wouldn't help either.
I've already tried poking at it. There's nothing there.
after break, can our heroes figure out the mystery of the chest? We'll find out in about 10 minutes. We'll see you then. Okay, bye!
We need your help! Here, take this. Let's go!
Do you need a little escape from the norm? It's time to join Gear Gaming for Dungeons, Dragons, and Drinks. Our pro DMs will make you feel like an old friend at the table, whether you are a veteran player or just starting your first quest. Bring your own supplies or use ours. Find something you like and you can purchase it for next time. One low price of $10 will cover your game session and a beer for the adventure. Gear Gaming 365 is coming to a bar near you. Visit geargaming365.com to reserve your tickets today.
And welcome back to Monday Night Mountaineers, where we have more tags to grab from the table. I need to put these in my
Corners,
guys.
binders.
I half gave up on my DM screen because I have the computer in front of me anyways. You guys can't see back here, so I just have all these and I need to input in my my log over there, which
We've
I
been
should've just
so on
put.
top of it.
I know. I should have just because you've had so much RP time during this.
I'm really bad at
level,
writing my
which is
name on
really
it, so no.
Luckily, some people do write their names on the other ones, and I'm like, oh, I don't learn this well, is it all figured out? So I just have so many to put on there. We are currently trying to figure out a chest. Could trying to go around. I think. I'm not really sure. Tomlin might try to bust it open. That's invisible. It's gonna be fine. I don't really know what's happening, but hey, you guys tell me.
So
what are you doing?
I'll come back to the room. So I do believe that Tirelli is probably seeing something that's on a different plane of existence, and
That's what I was kind of wondering.
as far as I know about this, I don't believe that we are actually going to be able to access this chest. Typically, anything like this is anchored to our plane with a replica of sorts. So we'd be looking for like a miniature chest, and then we would have to know the activation word to be able to recall this specific chest. So there's no way that we can access it without the replica and the correct command.
What if I were to have a friend that might be able to go to other dimensions?
I don't know whether or not we could access it there. If you do have a friend that can go to different dimensions, planes of existence rather, you could potentially try to discover it, but that doesn't guarantee that you're going to be able to get in. If it's locked, I'm not sure how that works on the ethereal plane. I didn't really study the ethereal plane that much in my...
I don't know why
Why does it work here?
was really dumb and didn't think to do the most basic thing in this situation and do detect magic. So
You and me both.
I'm idiots. Like, I'm gonna sit down.
We complicate everything. It's what we do.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna detect magic.
Why do it ritual at this point in time?
It is almost dinner time.
Yeah.
He is mocking me. I'll just cast a spell.
Viciously mocking you.
But without that magic.
Yeah.
You sense the magic. I don't know what kind of magic.
Hold
is
on
in
a second,
chest
I will
that's
tell
not
you.
really there and you can.
Conjuration.
You sense conjuration magic.
So I can see the aura of
It doesn't tell me. It literally just tells me the secret word and that's about it.
Thought about it.
Probably pretty close.
Okay.
Is that the Lehman secretive? I have a couple
We don't
spells
know.
on here.
It's fine. It's
that,
fine.
Like,
It's
it
whatever.
could be that I can learn at a later point.
There's a
So
school
that
of
I can
magic
see
involved.
the magical aura. Is there a way for me to cast Identify?
Without touching the
No,
object.
without touching the item.
Like,
That's
On
just the
this
thing.
ethereal plane.
I don't need to answer apparently. I don't know. That.
I mean, it's not actually physically there, so I don't
right?
think.
It's not physically.
My follow-up question was, do you have to touch it or see it or smell it or whatever? And
Yeah.
they answered it for me. So.
Gan? Who is the person that seems to spend the most amount of time in this room besides you?
You guys right now.
Who would know this
I
information?
know. I guess the headmaster comes and visits me sometimes, so it's here.
Bastard.
Do you recall seeing anything? Do I recall seeing anything in the headmaster's office that would resemble a tiny chest?
Do a history check.
Can I as well, since he was about to ask me?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything in the headmaster's office. Anybody else that come in here quite often?
The
Not as often as the headmaster, but maybe often
How
enough.
often? Not really. This is like to the kitchen, so
Who works in the kitchen?
the servants that you never see. The house elves.
I'm gonna go back into the
Taking
classroom
care.
and start looking around for anything interesting, like left behind scrolls or
Okay.
weird stuff
The
on
more
the
recent
chalkboard.
ones?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go for it. Anything specific, like that specific, or just in general?
Looking for interesting or possibly magical things.
Great, that's a perception check. Yes.
I don't know that either of you have done perception or investigation at this spot. If that's true, I would like to do a perception check in this area.
Sure, I don't think anybody has. Go for it.
12.
Cooler, some scrolls. Behind.
Tom
8.
I'm gonna stuff them in my bag.
Great, I think you get like 3 or something.
Ah!
Can anybody locate objects?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
No, like the magically.
Not today.
But you could, right?
That's a
Theoretically, I could find a thing.
If I accurately described what we were looking for, or rather, Tyrion accurately described it through Coraline, maybe we could find the miniature replica on this plane.
I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay.
Can I like mentally work with her to see if like I get an actual image of it?
Sure. And then, so what was your perception roll?
8.
Great. I wasn't sure if you were trying to say 18 and kept getting interrupted, or just 8, and then,
No.
okay, cool.
8 straight. I tried locating the subject.
Yeah.
Don't know that spell.
And looking at the walls around here, there's no... Where's that hidden door?
That way. I think we gotta go around.
Alright, let's see if we can find that hidden door.
And I think we gotta actually go around that way. That room curves to the right. It's to the left.
I mean, you wouldn't know that, but you can easily find out as soon as you walk out and go, oh.
Well, from where I'm standing, I can see that if you can close that door, I
Yeah. Coraline.
Yes.
I don't know what we're rolling. Roll
Insight.
insight. Thank you. We'll start with an I. It was an investigation.
Okay. I didn't know if that was the right thing or not. I was trying to help.
It worked just fine.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, great. You get a really clear picture of her chest.
3.
Okay. You get a very fuzzy picture of her chest. Trilai's really confused. Are we going out to the...
Where's the secret door? Mackenzie?
I think we need to go down and loop around to find it.
You have the...
The wand, yeah, and it pointed that way. And looking by that hallway, we need to go around. If I remember correctly, we've kind of looped around to an area it might have been.
You mean the room with the trash?
Yeah, based on distance, that would approximately be it.
Field trip, everybody.
Field trip.
Yeah!
I'm gonna do and like put you there through
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through the classroom. Tamna,
Ah!
are you going to? They walk past you.
We're gonna go see if we can find this magic secret door.
I'm just gonna like pick up something random and put it in like a pouch or something back. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What are you stealing from the Alright, save those, I might need them.
Alright, you are by the refuse pit.
Would you recenter? Thank you.
Was.
So it should be along this wall right here.
So you can find it then.
Yeah, I would like to search.
Why don't you just use the thing?
Well, it would just point me at the wall again. I mean,
Wouldn't it be a close
I said
call?
it would narrow it down by a little bit. We'll use the wand, the last charge
Okay.
of the wands.
Okay.
I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, I mean, still have to, like, it won't highlight it, but I'll still have to like find the door, but it'll point to the spot that the
There's a weird brick.
Into the refuse pit.
in the refuse pit.
Ew.
Sure will.
How deep does it look?
Funny you should ask. But I totally looked this up when we were in the thing. This is a... you can't tell the bottom of this. But it's about 10 feet until you get to the refuse and failed experiments.
Does there seem to be anything moving in the pit?
Something secret down there.
Perception check?
To be fair, it could also be a trap and not a hidden door.
Well, that's useful.
just what was in the refuse pit?
So I'm like rolling up my pants and shit, and you're like, wait, what?
Well, it doesn't tell me. It just points in the direction of a secret trap or secret door.
Or secret door.
If they trapped the garbage chute, then it reminds me of a few friends of mine that I had that jumped into, and the walls started caving in.
I saw them
They
in a
were all
play
dressed
once.
in white,
Yeah.
and they had like this big furry guy with them.
I think I saw that play.
Yeah.
The
it was-
dwarves that were putting it on were not very good
Sounds
actors.
very abstract.
There were some people that look like you that kind of helped him out a bit, actually.
You saw people that look like me?
Well, not exactly like you, but like
In the play.
metallic.
Yeah.
Can we have our character explain this to me? What are you talking
Star
about?
Wars.
I've seen them.
Sorry.
You
Sorry.
seriously?
No, I've seen parts of one of them, I think, maybe.
Alright,
I can-
Star Wars movie night, everybody.
I could bring out a bunch
Yeah,
of
but-
friends to try and eat some of the refuse so that we could get a lower depth.
What was your perception check?
It was a 10.
Great.
Pragmatic.
Is my detect magic still going off? Has it been less than 10 minutes?
It depends on how long you talked in the room, but sure.
Okay, it's within my range. Do I detect any magic down
Within 60 feet?
30.
30 feet?
Great.
Because there could be something magical down there.
Yeah,
If it's a trap or a door, like, it could be magical.
I mean, it doesn't specifically tell me how far down. Let me see if I can just, real quick. Halfway down. Yes. You sense. I don't frickin' know. Whatever a doorway to a different place would be. Is that teleportation magic? Is that a school of magic?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. Goodness gracious. I should just say conjuration.
Well, there's conjuration magic coming from.
About
that
30
spot.
feet down. Into the refuse.
So,
I've been through a lot worse. I don't.
Tomna,
Uh,
friends to eat trash would be nice.
Which
let
friends do you have,
me
Tomna?
think.
But if
Can you get
there's
those things, the grubs that eat the garbage? They crawl around.
Those things are monstrous, man.
but if
No.
there's conjuration magic down there, would they even get to the trash?
Well,
I don't think that's
find
how
out.
it works.
Could be teleport trash, like the trash just funnels
Hey!
and teleports.
You have that really cool belt that protects you from like poison and stuff.
Yeah.
We could just lower you down.
I also have been the designated go through the hole guy. So
That's
Are you tied
very
off?
accurate.
Hold on.
Tying rope.
What are you-
I mean, if you're gonna just be down there, I could make some like badgers that can help dig.
that would be helpful.
Okay. So to get this straight, Coraline has a rope around her
Waste.
waist.
Wait,
You're conjuring badgers, maybe. We haven't done it yet. And you're going to be the guinea pig.
Mackenzie, I guess this is supposed to be something that you're not supposed to ask someone with boobs, but how much do you weigh?
Like 250 pounds.
And she's metal. Can we tie a rope to you to anchor Soul rather than Coraline?
Little Coraline.
Yeah.
But I'm a lot lighter.
But Soul's going down.
You don't need anybody too hefty to hold me.
Yeah, but Soul's going down. He also is designated, like, going through everything dangerous.
Do you want to tag out for this one?
What are you trying to say?
I pay him
That I'm
well.
not dangerous?
No, that I pay him to do these kind of things. And
What if he gets hurt down there? What's he gonna do?
what if you get hurt down there? What are you gonna do?
Hold on.
She can pull me up?
I weigh a lot more than that. I weigh.
Game roll table.
I'm gonna take out the rope of
Game
climbing
rope, yeah.
and tie it to
I mean,
one
I
of
can
Mackenzie's
always
legs.
Shout
Yeah.
encouragement from a distance as well, so.
If you want to go down with her, that's fine. That's your choice. But I'm just saying that I think we should send him down.
314 pounds.
That's a precise number.
She's a robot-like
Yeah.
person who would.
Who would know these? Never told me that.
Estimating weight of items.
I literally just went
now
to
I
the
weigh
book.
this much.
I just went to the
Now-
book and looked up what their size was, and they gave me a roll table, and I just rolled for it.
Titan is like, it's not a race. Like, you can.
I mean, if we're gonna do this, couldn't I just climb in the backpack?
You want to use the halfling backpack?
It is a halfling backpack and not a Cotrix backpack.
I suppose.
Oh, he has to share his joy. Badgers!
Plural. Badgers.
8 badgers.
8 badgers. And how big are badgers?
Yes. They are medium.
Cool.
Wow.
They appear.
All in the
I
hole.
have a badger
We don't
mini. I'm
have
sorry.
badger mini. All in the hole. Yep, badgers are in the hole. They eat.
I will have them start to eat, yes.
Okay.
Near the wall that,
The magic is coming from.
yeah, the magic wall.
Where it was described, essentially.
Eat up, buddies.
I'll use my mage hand to kind of help just scoop random clumps of garbage
Ew,
out of the hole.
God, this just gets worse and worse.
Why did you want to come down for the worse and worse part?
Yeah,
like that's the other thing.
They take.
Because there might, I mean,
Didn't you lose all of your material wealth doing this?
No, it's fine.
that was through one of those weird portal things.
Like the whole thing fucks down every time.
If stuff goes down, I have magical abilities that can alert the rest of the party or like help
They're
keep
fine.
you healthy, and I think it's just better if I go down with somebody at least, if not by myself.
They look like they're
Another
getting
12.
sick.
Poison damage.
Yep, that's why we don't want to. Did you see just all the
But-
badgers just go?
A ladder is more visible now.
Alright.
Ladder!
A ladder.
Great.
Hey, look, more badgers.
Yes, this is one of the reasons. He's got that
Poison
fancy
damage.
How much?
rodeo belt.
Okay.
And I'm the least resistant to poison.
10 poison damage.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
13 poison damage. Okay.
That's for all of them, correct?
Yeah, I didn't want to roll for each individual
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
So, how much is visible now?
The top of the doorway, why not?
Okay, so I can only do this one more time, and what's going to happen instead is they're going to dig out that section because then we can see more of the door.
Sounds good.
I'm going to verify that I want to use specifically badgers.
Okay.
You have anything that seems to be resistant to like poison damage?
They did end up getting a pile of toxic sludge on them before they died. I'm just gonna warn you on that one.
I don't know that most animals are intended to, deal with toxic sludge, but
That's why we have a soul.
I mean, I also do
That's-
pretty well with that, so. But nobody ever asks me, so.
Do you want to go down in the hole?
I mean, not particularly.
But he is capable.
Correct.
can send Annie down in the hole,
badger.
but she can't really relay what's on the other side to us.
I could jump down there and do the thunder thing, but I don't know if it would push enough of it out of the way.
There's
No.
badger jokes happening in our chat.
Because like, if you imagine, it's just like, and it would just rain back down on top of you after.
It's just got to be long enough for me to open the door, okay?
Well, if the door's already open, and like it goes to the ethereal plane and you can't get back.
Bro,
Then it's been fun.
Corlin's out. Do you have a new character?
No,
Sure, fun? Okay, great.
it's been
I'm
really
ready.
fine.
So what I'm just gonna use more badgers, and they're gonna.
Great.
They have a 10-foot burrow speed, so they're all gonna like try and scoop it up towards the edges.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of
You
know a
want it?
guy that has a cat that lives on that plane, so maybe I could get back. We'll see.
Going in?
If he's going in, I want to.
Okay, great.
Having backpack.
The
Yeah.
two of you, Having backpack and a dwarven soul, because you got your ladder on, get down to a ledge that the badgers have cleared off. There's a door in front of you. Going in?
Yes.
Great. You are greeted by really kind of gross looking students. This is the pocket dimension dormitory of House Kestelhardt.
At the bottom of the refuse pitch.
Indeed.
What do these people look like?
Like younger students with filthy robes. For very specific reasons.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of unkept. Their hair's matted sometimes. But they're doing normals. They're like playing chess in the corner, and there's a fire pit roaring in the corner, and they're taking notes on their various classes of the day. Soul's waving at them.
Hi.
Why?
Hello?
So,
New students?
yeah,
Great. To this house?
we get to choose houses?
I kind of choose you. I guess you have chosen.
Why? Why?
Are we part of the gang now?
If you want to be.
Why?
What are we called?
House Kestelhardt?
Kestelhardt. Do we have any cool, like, headwear?
They are not wearing any headwear that you see.
Darn it, I've been needing to replace a bandana.
It's true.
But why are you down here?
So all of the houses were named after people who were Pallister's apprentices, and Jashira abandoned him, so he decided to put us in the bottom of the refuse pit. It's ours. I know. Because our lady came to her senses.
You guys go to the dinner hall?
Kind of hard to leave here, but some of us sneak out and grab some food and come back with the rest.
How?
Well, what do you mean it's hard to
sleep?
get out? We got in pretty well.
There's like trash and it kind of burns. It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, we dealt with that.
But
You sneak out?
well, we don't sneak. We just send a couple out and they take one for the team and go get food and then bring it back. And
So nobody
and they
checks on you down
gesture
here?
and there's like a table.
How do you get to class?
When we go to class, you just, it's hard to teleport in and out of here and stuff, so we just kind of call out when we have classes that we really need to go to, so we usually just go for finals.
Are you what they call post-grad students?
Pre-grad students? Is that what they?
Well, I mean, like, you seem to be the least interested, but the most dedicated to the things that are important. Are any of you alcoholics?
Only Jerry.
That escalated.
Man, I was stuck with grad students, not post-grad. Darn it.
So, one of our party members up above picked up on conjuration magic. Do you know anything about that in the pit?
It's like we're in like pocket dimension.
Oh.
So like the door takes us to hello, welcome.
That's disappointing.
So sorry.
You think we have a bag of holding, right?
We're not that terrible.
Or miniature chest.
Do you know anything about a miniature chest?
Some of the girls look down.
Like a treasure chest.
Oh. No.
One of the badgers is gonna slip and fall in.
This is how we got around, by the way.
I'm sorry, are you pointing at Cotrix outside?
No,
The badger.
Oh,
Badger.
Badger outside the hole. Or outside the door.
Better
Yeah.
shake itself clean in there.
Oh,
Ugh.
God.
God, wash off.
We just did, to be
One of
fair.
them, I know. One of them's gonna just like wave his hand, some water's gonna come and wash him off.
Prestidigitation.
You guys are so
So
good. Guess the magical thing that I'm making up.
So Ladyface came to her senses.
Yes. She, I believe, if I remember correctly, and he's gonna kind of look around and they're gonna correct him as he goes. She never really abandoned, but she came to her senses, and she's the voice you hear sometimes when you're going too far into Undermountain.
Oh.
She's here.
We're not geared for this
All the
level.
magic she hides from him, but all she can do is to warn other people. I know this information. Oh, there it is. Yes. So, and somebody else goes, yeah, I think she's not really dead, but I think she like became the stones, and now she just sort of inhabits the whole place. It's kind of weird, but he's not really sure who she is, so she hides from him.
How did Ladyface do that?
There's magic even we don't understand, and we're pretty good at magic.
Understandable.
Since you're so good at magic, so there's a chest in the other room that seems to be kind of like not here, but not quite on the ethereal plane. Do you know how that would happen?
I think there's some dwarf word that you speak, but I don't remember. Does anybody remember that word? No, kind of like they throw out various dwarven words that you can try later.
Sweet. Did any of that make any sense to you?
They said, "Oh yeah, sure, you know, bud."
You speak Dwarvish now.
I know.
I know, so I would just say
I
Dwarvish
didn't
back
get
to
any
you.
of that. Yeah.
Eastern dwarves.
Now it's
So you see every
we
dwarf
can't
in
get away
there.
from this. Now all dwarves are Midwestern. Thanks for that.
Great Lakes accent.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
For corn's sakes. Way too much Bobby's World.
Are Northeastern.
Let's go over to the chest. You know, bud, it would be real great if you just showed up, eh?
Hi, Canada. Okay.
Okay, I just
I don't-
put my notes for later. I just read the accents, but I just read absolutely. Next time we find some dwarves.
I mean, like,
That's
it's really shitty that they keep you guys down here.
I know,
I
but
can only do it because I'm the
we're proud of our lady still, even if it cost us, public humility and
Did you like know Ladyface?
Oh no, she's ancient. She's been in the stone since I've been alive.
How alive
Are
have
you?
you been?
Let me roll for age.
I'm not a learned orc.
I can tell, sir. It's okay, we learned to get here. I'm not that old, hold on. Not that young either. I am 45 apparently. Thought I was younger than that, but I lost track of the years.
You haven't graduated yet?
Well, I haven't been here for 43 years, I just am that old.
How long have you been here?
Like 7
Oh,
months.
what classes have you what are the finals you guys have gone to?
Well, we had this like what was it called? High Wizard Cup a few years ago, That was kind of fun, but
Hope nobody died.
we'll never do that in a couple of years.
Oh. You guys have been neat.
Yeah, you can come back anytime, man.
We're part of a gang, okay? This is cool. So we're Ladyface's Kester people.
Yeah, what's the name of the...
Kestelharp, Kestellharp.
Kestellharp.
Harp.
I'm glad that you're taking care of it because I'm totally just gonna call her Ladyface.
I'm gonna write it
Lady
down.
voice.
I'm assuming the other badgers died because they're sitting in the toxic
Oh,
sludge.
yeah.
But I'm going to continue to concentrate on that other one because I have no
Right.
idea where it is.
He's
but I
kind
know
of
it's not
sniffing
dead.
around at the various students and
It's a big ass badger
That's a
too.
big
It's
ass
like a
badger.
fucking 4 foot long badger.
yeah, and it's really enjoying the smells. He's gonna go saunter up to Jerry the drunk.
Just weird. That's really creepy.
It's on his thing. I mean, he has determination and also, like, he's, still alive. So
That's
that
what they should do.
makes him pretty good in my book.
That's all it takes?
There's other steps, but I mean, those are pretty important ones.
Question time.
What's your favorite spell, personal... Oh, this is one I already probably know the answer to. What's your favorite spell, personal, weapon, combat, maneuver, skill, or etc.?
Right.
Really interested about the or etc. answer on this one.
I'll message you.
Okay.
Ask me later.
Ah.
Like, she's listening right now. I feel like if I say anything other than Tyrioli, I might offend Tyrioli, so ask me later.
Ah.
I'll never
Okay.
not have tears.
Where you're gonna
Oh.
fun.
Well, mahalo, my friends. I'm just gonna go up. So
See you later, friend.
neat. Just gonna start climbing back up.
Oh, hey guys, what'd you find in the door?
We
Found
joined
a
a
gang.
house.
What?
We joined a house.
There's houses here?
We found a gang.
What gang are you guys part of?
Ladyface gang.
Did you see my badger? I can still sense it, but I can't see it.
Yeah, it's part of the gang. It's like it joined up. It took
It's
to a
kind
hard
of their
fight.
mascot now. It's down there.
It won't last very long. It's kind of a shitty mascot, but okay.
Bad.
But if it's really
It made friends. It
gang.
made friends with an alcoholic. So
So nothing to do with the chest?
Alcoholic Jerry.
They said that it might be like some dwarven words. He made more sense of it. It didn't make any sense to me.
oh yeah, sure, but
I don't speak Dwarvish.
really.
Oh yeah, sure, but I know.
Yeah, they just started saying stuff at me, and I was like, oh, I guess so, bud.
Can't know.
So you said there was like a house like with windows and like a front door? I don't.
No,
No.
like a gang.
Like,
But
like
there's a You said it was a house.
She said it was a house. I said it was a
they
gang.
referred to it as a house. So, like, I guess
What house are we in?
when students come in, they're kind of assigned to different like houses that are like groups of students.
So again, did you guys just left the house that we were all in? What house were we?
Kestelharp.
Ladyface.
Like, that's your new house or the old house?
We were in a house?
That's my question.
I do want to read this to you just for out of character knowledge.
Okay.
With the arrival of the adventurers, they are inexplicably thrown into this house. So you are all, we're supposed to be technically House Kestelharp, but I didn't want to throw you into the garbage pit, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I didn't also want to separate you into different dormitories, so I just kept you all the same. So
So-
we can go through a sorting process if
No.
you like.
I have a sorting hat in the house.
Great. Just
right.
put it on.
So
Castleheart, 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 Castleheart.
Go to the
So-
refuse pit.
they did explain that that voice we've been hearing when we go to different levels that says we're not really ready.
Yeah.
That's That's her name.
So the leader of our gang is a disembodied voice.
Yeah, we're in a cool gang.
Yes. That warns us when we're
In over your head.
in over our
Shit.
head. Yes, see?
When you're in
It
the shit.
fits!
Bits and chips.
Also, Ladyface, like, rolled with Hallister back in the day.
She realized what he was up to and kind of defected.
That's one of the apprentices that I don't recognize.
Well,
He probably didn't
Kesselhart,
talk
you said?
about her after she defected.
Kesselhart, you said?
Kesselharp.
Kesselhart.
Yeah.
Coraline would know.
Ladyface.
I'm gonna go harass some more students.
I mean, honestly, as
I'm
long
gonna go to the
as
dining hall.
Well,
you know, we can stay for like at least 12 parsecs in this gang thing.
I need a shower.
You do.
Darn it.
So badly.
So, do we want to go try a few words that they said to use?
Alright.
Yeah, let's go check them out.
Let me know if you find anything. I need a shower.
I really think they were
terrible.
spitballing, but I'll try to harness the power of my belt buckle.
So, trying,
Not even me.
Harness the power of my belt
trying
buckle.
to win a little favor.
Don't you know now?
Coraline, I noticed that the last time we passed the showers and stuff, you seemed really uneasy about the showers.
I prefer to be alone when I shower.
Well, we go check out this thing, and if you're gonna head to the shower, do you want me to send Annie with you and she can stand guard and make sure nobody enters?
Can you see out of your dog's eyes?
No, but Annie can bark and give her warning and try to slow people down.
If there's anybody in there, I'm just gonna avoid it for now. I just prefer to be alone.
Whoa! I'll take the blanket off the soul. I also have this.
Well, she would just stand outside.
As long as no one's in there with me.
Yeah, she would just stand outside and make sure nobody enters.
You see her eyes glowing. Don't trust it.
So I'll send Annie with her to stand outside the door for Coraline, having noticed that the last time we walked by him, she...
So we're going back to the chest. Everybody, maybe Tonga, you want to?
Tonga went to get food. Coraline and Annie are going to shower.
I didn't say I wanted to get food.
I was gonna say, Tonga eats the food here now?
To the dining hall.
Yes.
Okay.
And look at this spot where the chest apparently is.
Okay.
And I'll muster up my best dwarf of what they said.
Yep.
And I'll try with my belt buckle. Hey, chest, you've yeed your last haw, bud.
So I rolled the percentage to see if they gave you the right word in there. Like highs or lows.
Highs.
Okay. In addition to the ye's and the haws, you say the correct rings. Lane treasure chest appears.
It was bud. It was totally bud.
It was Zunderbrook, but you can say that in a Yiddish accent if you really want to, which is Dwarvish for secret trove.
Ooh.
Secret trove, don't you know?
Yep. There is
Oh, I know that
a
word.
small stone chest that materializes in the floor.
Oh, wow. Too bad Tyrioni's not around.
Is it unlocked? Does he try?
It's unlocked.
And open.
And it's closed. No. For all of the hard work you put in, this is 750 gold pieces.
Wow.
And 3 potions of greater healing.
750. I'm just gonna write. I'm not.
You're not there.
Not there.
No, I'm just writing it down. 3
Well,
potions.
This could potentially go
Greater
towards that
healing.
scroll we need.
Yep.
And those potions, well, I'll take one out, hand it to Soul, and one to Mackenzie, and I'll put one in the bag of holding.
It was a greater potion.
I was just making a note. I'm not.
A potion of greater healing.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it a greater healing potion or a potion of greater?
Potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. They both
It's
mean the same
whatever.
thing.
That matters to me.
Slush
Is it
fund
750?
plus
Yes.
750.
It means 44 plus 4. That's what it means.
Yeah.
That puts 1,800 gold pieces in the bag towards your scroll.
Right on.
Sweet.
I believe that was like $5,000.
Something like that.
Is there anyone in the showers?
Nobody's in the showers. You can safely
Great.
take one with Annie watching the door.
Yes.
We're gonna reset her on the dining hall. Everybody's there, but they're not really there yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't want to move everybody out and move back in again. So,
Sure.
anything specific you want to accomplish in the dining hall?
Is there a group where more of the people in Blue are concentrated?
Yeah, there's a table where a lot of them are.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to that table and like find somebody who's not wearing blue.
Okay.
Like, hey,
Intimidation check, please. I'm sure you're gonna be fine. You keep rolling really high on your stupid bullying checks.
not this time.
Great.
So that's an 11.
There is he kind of back.
I'm gonna grab him by the collar and just boom.
He's gonna attempt to like block you off. So let's roll initiative.
Okay.
You stupid petty things.
I have advantage on
No,
initiative.
good. I'm so glad you do. Just random student.
16.
Cool. You have the initiative. You can throw him to the floor. Yes.
It's my fucking seat.
Great. You have asserted your dominance.
I'm gonna sit down.
You're sitting down. He kind of looks up at you. This is my fucking food.
I hand him the tray.
Thank you. I'm gonna take it and go somewhere else. Like around the table to another spot that's open. You could have easily sat there. You didn't ask. Okay. What are you doing with these blue people?
So I'll wait for her to be done, but I also need to like hygiene after my foray.
Okay,
into
alright.
toxic sludge.
I'll keep this in mind. Okay.
So you guys aren't like the total dipshits and wimps that all the rest of these people are?
Correct. Who the fuck are you?
Oh no. Clearly.
Your students are gonna love this.
I know. Don't watch this part. What'd you do to him?
He was in my way.
Why?
Because I wanted to sit down.
There's other seats.
Yeah, but I wanted this one, so I took it.
You're kind of an asshole, aren't you?
People have said that, yes.
Well, you're here. What do you want?
Like I said, you people are the least amount of, shit goblins that run away whenever I make a loud noise. So I figured that if I was going to associate myself with anybody, I'd associate myself with you.
Interesting. I guess you can eat here if you really want. But there's other seats. You don't have to push people to the ground.
I don't know how things are done here, so this is me being the most comfortable I can by dealing with things the way I would if I was out in the woods with big animals and stuff, I guess.
We're a little more civilized than the refuse pile.
Oh yeah, I met those. Well, I didn't meet those people. I was told about those people.
We will accept you, but please don't beat other people up.
I can deal with that. As long as they don't try to murder me. In which case, I'll take their fingers off.
Reasonable. Just the fingers up.
Because then they can't do the hand wavy stuff. It's a lot harder.
Just on a thumb.
That's not enough to get some somatic components off, so
Alright, welcome.
Just like
I'm gonna cast Good Fairy.
the fuck here.
We're gonna eat their big old meal. Okay.
Watch all the food here is gonna be like
Plus Tom.
brainwashing people. And the kids
Right.
in town will be
You're
the
all
only, we kids in town will be the only ones not affected.
Coraline, your shower's over.
Kind of would have tried to clean my clothes a little bit and
Okay.
then
Like hang to dry a little bit or put them back on wet?
No, put 'em back on
Shower
wet.
them? Yeah, okay.
no one will ever see me even remotely undressed.
Great.
And then
No one ever.
ever. for reasons that are personal to me, and so I will grab my armor because I'm not going to put that back on.
Okay.
I'll go back to my room.
Okay.
Amy will follow you.
Soul's waiting very impatiently outside.
Oh, sorry. I hope it didn't take too long. It's all yours.
Dark elf in there.
No, I was alone.
Sweet.
I always
don't
shower
need
alone.
don't need to worry about blood feuding.
Thanks for reading that. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, that's civility. You said you were going to go in, and if it wasn't you, there was a small chance that the dark elf could be ready for round 2. And I want to set the terms for that. So.
There's nobody else in there.
Thanks.
Okay.
Back to the
Back to
room.
your room.
Gonna stow the armor away. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
And then go get something to eat.
Okay.
Wet clothes and all. I don't care.
Okay. Cotrix and Mackenzie? Dinner time or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, their time.
Yeah. Food. Time to watch Elite food.
Social time.
Social time.
In the dinner hall.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to eat?
I can eat, and I do actually enjoy partaking in food. But do I need to? No.
So, what creature in the world are you most intrigued by? Being metal.
Well, Ryan, not to sound conceited, I'm really most intrigued by me,
So conceited.
but more of a I've never seen anyone like me, so I want to better understand and find other people like me. Not like in a conceited, I just only care.
Do you think you're gonna find more down here?
You feel so alone.
I didn't come down here for that. I haven't heard any rumors.
What did you come down here for?
To learn how to find magical items and learn to replicate their work. I enjoy crafting, and so.
So like good and like evil. If this was a scale, like what would be your preference?
Am I good or evil?
No. Like would you prefer to be good or would you prefer to be bad or?
Well, I don't believe in causing unnecessary harm to people.
You are with the wrong group of individuals.
Right.
I literally just caused unnecessary harm.
I have kind of noticed.
Okay. And obviously you like to do the talking thing before we do the killing thing.
Most of the time, yes.
Okay. Cool. I think that's all my questions for now.
I have no problem with the killing thing as long as
It's founded.
it's the right course to be taken. So I always want to make sure that it is the right course before taking it.
That just seems like a lot of extra effort.
Well, I value life.
Being a live machine, I could understand that,
So
I suppose.
I don't want to take it away unnecessarily.
Still seems like a lot of extra work, but okay. I'm more to the point.
Yeah, I've noticed. Maybe we can both learn from each other. I can learn to be a little bit more to the point, and maybe you can learn to be a little bit less to the point.
Was that a joke on my height?
No, I didn't say anything about height. I said to the point.
But you said a little less.
But nowhere in there was a reference to height.
Okay. I don't get humor very well.
I'm just kind of sitting sullen and eating.
So, feel better?
Somewhat. I feel cleaner.
Why is Tom not sitting with those people?
I hope you were undisturbed.
I was, thank you.
Tomna! Tomna! What are you doing over there?
Big arm.
I am attempting to continue paying attention to the people around me and what they're talking about and attitudes and
Okay.
posturing and whatever else.
I think Tomna left our house.
If you want.
Huh?
You can do a perception check if you want.
Sure. 22.
Hold on, I have an apple problem. Through the general dinner time chatter, you learn that this is House Nightsteel and why GHTSTEL, if you're curious. You know that many of these people pride themselves in the raw power of magic, prefer evocation magic, and you hear whispers of the Horned Sisters in a sort of fear and a little bit of awe.
I think I know who they're talking about.
Probably. Soul, you would eventually rejoin the party from here.
Soul needs to do some consulting work. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take my adamantine maul.
Great.
Does the shower open out or in, doorway wise?
Like the door to the showers
Yeah.
opens out. Like if you were in the showers, you would push them open to go out to the hallway.
Okay, I'll find somewhere else.
Okay.
Never mind, I'll go to the party.
I said the wrong direction, but that's okay. Alright. You go to dinner. You wake up, Bra, he's kind of catatonic but does want to eat, so.
That's the trick to you staying in such good shape, isn't it? You just sleep, and you don't expend any energy, so the food you do eat lasts much longer like a trap spider.
He doesn't respond at all to that, but continues eating.
You are a master in the craft, good sir.
I think he's asleep right now. I think he's sleep eating.
Is that a thing?
Apparently it is.
Just gesture toward Bra.
I just didn't want him to miss dinner, so.
Why do you think Tomna's sitting way over there with those guys?
Because
Probably
there's
ignored us.
options available, and he chose them.
Oh. They look like a bunch of evocation nerds.
So not a gang.
No, they're clearly a gang. They just think they're the best one.
Does that mean we have to have a gang war?
Not unless you want to fight Tomna. I mean,
Sing.
not today.
Dang it. And also they said that we're not allowed to fight students. And technically Tom is a student right now.
Technically,
No.
it is solid reasoning.
No gang wars today.
I'm gonna go back to
Same
the
with the
room.
classroom.
And then we don't know what happened with the Grand Cups thing or whatever.
Wizard challenge. I guess, I mean, we can end dinner and the night.
Okay.
But there's nothing I want to do.
Okay.
Where's Squidward and not Harry Potter?
They're chilled in the dining room.
Okay, systematically I'm gonna go over to not Squidward,
Okay, Harry Potter.
say, or
Not
sorry,
Harry Potter.
I'll go to not Harry Potter and
Okay.
say, so now what? Like we did the thing and now there's another the thing, so what's the thing?
I think he's as confused as I am. What's the new thing?
We did the thing,
Uh-huh.
There's a sequence of events. Work with me,
Okay,
not
I'm here,
Harry
I'm
Potter.
here.
Not work with me, not Harry Potter. We did the thing. I like stood guard so you guys could do the thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what's
yeah.
the next the thing?
Hey, I'll let you know when I figure it out.
You don't have another the thing?
Well, I wanted to get the thing, but it's gonna take me some thinking to figure out how to get the thing to be mine. So you're a good guard, so I'll let you know.
Do you have a non-competition clause for the things?
Bless you. Well, there's only one thing, so I guess that it invokes a competition clause.
Hold on.
Okay.
Gonna walk over to Squidward.
Okay.
Okay, so not Harry the Potter doesn't have a new the thing. So do you have a the thing?
Just to
Okay.
clarify, are you calling him not Harry Potter in character?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. What thing is Harry Potter who's not Harry Potter?
That one, your, brain that
No.
you want to eat.
Alright, you can call him that if you want. What are you asking me?
Okay,
Thing?
so we did the thing for him.
What thing did you do for him?
Well, we found the book.
Oh. Which book?
I don't know, I was on guard duty because I don't do magic well.
Great.
Oh my.
So we're gonna help me kill him now?
Question.
Yes.
The headmaster says that I'm not allowed to kill other students.
Oh.
Does that apply to you?
I mean, we all shouldn't kill other students.
That's, very different words from what I said. He said I can't, not I shouldn't.
We all can't kill other students.
So, do you have a way to bend the thing so he's either not a student or not in the school?
Well, if I eat his brain, he can still be like a husk and still be a student.
So glad I went to bed.
I like your reasoning.
Not part of this conversation.
Gonna go ahead and say that both of you have the things in waiting.
Great.
Are you in a gang?
Yes.
Which one?
Well, I'm in a house. I guess you can call it a gang.
Because
Just have all my papers.
our
Guys, it's taking me like a ream of paper to be prepared for this.
our tough guy besides me is in the blue gang, and we're in the ladyface gang. Apparently not by choice, like we joined when we went down into the trash pit. So what gang are you in?
I'm in House Muriel.
You might need to speak up a little bit because of the rain.
It's fine. I'm in House Muriel. Yep, that's correct.
House something you paint on the wall?
Sure.
Sounds good.
So are you like the fine arts student here?
No.
What does your gang do? How many people do you have? What colors?
Well, that's a lot of questions.
Yes, 3 of them.
Yes. What do? We don't really, we're not really like what you'd call a gang in whatever language that is. Don't do this. You guys are hurting me. I don't like the feedback. Get out of here. We rarely talk, so I don't really know how many are in here, but Violet. What was the second question? I think I just got 1 and 3.
Oh, I asked what gang you were in, and you're not fine arts people, so what does the Violet gang do?
It depends on who we are. We're all kind of different.
So, kind of just a grab bag.
Yeah.
Can I be in the Violet gang?
Thought you were in a gang already.
Listen, when you're in a gang, the first thing that you trade around is loyalty. So if I see a better color, and if you have bandanas, that's a solid step in the right direction.
If you want a bandana,
There's the bandana gang.
Banana colored
let me
gang.
find a banana gang. No, bandana gang for you. Nobody's obviously a bandana. I'm just me.
Is that like the fashion wizards?
Yes.
Just care about their looks.
No.
Enchantment?
The problem is I keep reading the word Arbiter Cap, which is the sorting hat of this school. So I keep reading
bandana, guys!
Take that off! We need that! Fuck you!
That'll work. Well, we call one group the Metalheads. I don't know if they have bandanas, but that might make sense to you.
Metal or nettle?
Metal. I'm like your friend.
Where might I find these metal heads?
I mean, if you want to go to their dorm, it's
Down over that way.
32. Hold on. In the hallway near the professor orb.
Alrighty. You know, Squidward, you're winning a lot of points in this, like, kill not Harry Potter business.
I didn't know there was points, but thank you. I'm gonna want something. A sticky note. There's secrets to be had. Thank you. 10 points to Gryffindor!
I hope that just the level of confusion keeps both of them on their toes. It's
Great.
like, we enlisted the help of a pure force of nature, and it has no filter, so
Reasonable.
neat. I'm gonna go back to my room after finishing the meal.
Great. Anything else before I wrap up the night and give you your morning announcements?
I am going to send this off through the tubes.
Oh, good. Do I get to know what it is, or is it just going to be a secret?
Well, I just want you to know.
Okay, thank you. That's not our rooms. Okay, Kenzie and Bra. No, Bra and Tomna.
Mackenzie and Soul.
Kenzie and
And
Soul.
both. Yeah.
All right.
Yep, there we go.
We're back. Can you hand me the message from the tubes, please?
Oh, I think it's a banking service right now.
It's like, is this written as if you were you because you have?
I roll with my left hand on purpose.
Yeah. Cool. I'll just stick that right there. Well, I don't know where to find that, but hey.
Well, I'm sticking that in the headmaster tube.
Oh. I am headmaster. You don't sign it.
I draw my face like I did on the test.
Great. I don't know if you read this at home.
Oh.
No, Dan says no. I am Nightsteel. I need blue clothes. Oh, there we go. Better camera. It's cute. Okay, continuing. As you roll into bed for the night and wake up in the morning, your tubes thump with the arrival of your daily lessons, which are...
We gain the benefits of the long rest.
You do gain the benefits of the full rest. Conjuration, illusion, and evocation.
Boom.
Sure.
Toasty.
I'm so excited for one of these.
Does second tube come?
Those are too big to fit in tubes.
They can be
Does it
magically
mention
shrunk.
anything on the thing about it?
It says what size?
I'll give an arbitrary approximation of what I think will work.
Okay. I will say, just for the fun of it, there's a pair of blue socks that came through the tube the first time with the what size note.
I will
And then-
absolutely put those on.
Great. And then we'll pretend like breakfast happens, And then right after breakfast, when you come back and check, there will be a fresh set of very blue clothes on your bed.
Nice.
Yes.
I will.
And a note that says you should probably sleep there then.
Probably what? Oh.
Sleep there then.
Nice. I will doff the armor, put on the blue clothes, and then don the armor back over the top.
Great. Welcome to House Nightsteel. You have
Are they
chosen-
fine clothes or are they just common clothes?
They're the clothes that they can scrape up in a half of an hour.
I figured that they had the magic or dye to make
Yeah.
things blue.
Maybe some of your clothes are missing. And now they're blue.
I'm fine with that.
We'll just call it that.
I just.
Alright, you remember where the conjuration room is. Because remember the lady was like, we're going on a field trip. And then walked along. I need to find it again, but. Alright, let me grab my peeps. You guys are everywhere in this map, because I just keep copy pasting you and not deleting you from where you were before.
So you just like teleport. No, we're back
It
in.
works.
Speaking of teleporting, you do actually have to be teleported into this room because there's no door that you know of to get here.
Okay.
No signs. So you are in. Let me get you out of the circle. That's kind of creepy. The conjuration room.
Conjuration.
Conjuration. There's an older Druger woman, Miss Shifty, who saw you earlier, who
Now has a Mid-Eastern accent.
now has a. Let me see if I can do this. What? I can't. What? I don't know. I can't do it. Welcome to class, you betcha. Come on.
I appreciate the effort.
I'm trying so hard. I only know is you betcha. Don't
Oh,
you know?
excited to class I am.
We're gonna go down to the obstacle course. Don't you know?
There you go.
There's your goal. One of my professor colleagues told me to tell you guys what the goal is. Apparently that's a big deal. To get as many gems as possible. There's gonna be islands.
I'm so
in
excited
lava.
right now.
Gonna be islands in lava. Each gem is worth 10 times the island number. So the first island, the gem's worth, I don't know, 100 points. And the next one will be worth 200 points. And so on and so forth. Do you have any questions?
What?
So many questions.
What are the obstacles there, bud?
Well, the lava. There's platforms you have to get over the lava, and the distances between the islands gets bigger as we go.
What's that have to do with conjuration, eh?
Well, you know, teleportation is a really common one, and that's a conjuration spell.
And are there any other obstacles to watch out for other than the floor is lava?
Nope, the floor is lava. That's it. Tom, no.
Are there any rules?
Don't hurt each other, maybe?
Are there other students that we're competing against, or is it just a time thing?
It's a time thing you have to get. I don't know. No, it's whoever gets the highest number of points within yourselves. How's that? You need like a page, like a random battle map page. But my current random battle map page.
So we just gotta go
As
collect
tokens.
gems off islands and bring them back?
Don't you know?
Don't I know?
Don't you know? I need. Okay, I
The
need
floor is
draw a
not
shape.
lava.
Nope, that's a bad shape. I don't want
The only one that can fly is Coraline.
that. Delete shape.
Technically not true.
Not true.
Okay, random objects. Hold Alt for a circle. Okay.
I can't
Oh, I can fly?
Hold Alt.
fly.
Sure you like to fly.
Hold Alt for a circle.
Interior I lift you.
Hold Alt.
Two real life has spells. One of them is fly.
I tried to build a battle map for you. We can fast track back to breakfast if anybody has any more questions you want to ask those people.
Oh, I was told that I should
I would have armored up.
rotate object ready.
We
We didn't need it anymore.
You said
But you also never came and talked to me about it.
True story.
when have you ever done anything we've asked? So.
I said, hey, you guys we need to look it up. She's like, okay, I'll do that tomorrow.
Can't do that today. Alright, you go down the stairs. No, how do I get you here? Hold on. Continue with your...
Can your people do time travel?
I don't know. I don't know my
Don't
people
worry
very
about
well.
We're always
I can't do
advancing
time
through
travel.
No,
time
wrong
forward.
Don't worry, this Spillport.
So everybody time travels.
Okay. Here's my cool random battle map that I just created. Can you see it?
Yes. I can see some circles.
Great, those are the islands. Everything else is lava. Don't pay any attention to the tokens in the corner. The islands are, the first one's 5 feet apart, the next one is 10 feet apart, and then 15, 20, etc. It goes up normally until 40. The one after that's 100 feet away. The one after that is 500 feet away. So why not? Okay. I have tokens right here though. I feel like you should be smaller. It's fine. We're all on the same island together. That's Brock. Brock slept. Nobody could wake him.
He's gonna fail this class.
He's not doing so hot right now. Okay, great. There's all of you. Oh, and Cotrix. You're all one on top of each other. The order that you were put into the system. Okay. You know what? With 6 whole minutes left.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, let's call it. I don't want to roll initiative and then come back and forget what initiative was for. So, in the next, 2 seconds in game, but 1 week in real time, try to figure out a way that you want to do this.
Quick
I don't
question.
really
Yes.
understand what the I'll ask questions after it.
Okay.
Is there like a scoring area, or are we just supposed to have the things?
You'll hold the gems and you'll say, these are the gems, and then she'll have color-coded them or something to know. She's standing on the island with you, so she can watch for any foul play, especially since you mentioned murdering other students.
Did I?
9.
I didn't mention it in front of her specifically.
That's true. She's there, though. Here, raise the DM.
Plus, I wouldn't murder these people.
Sure, they're your friends.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, necessarily.
Yeah.
I wouldn't murder these people.
Alright. Any other in-game questions? Alright. You guys, we'll see you on the 23rd of February for D&D at Farmstrong, in April for the Bellingham Comic-Con Vendors Market, and next week on the Night of Mountaineers. Have a good night! Bye.